Hey guys, good afternoon and welcome to today's live conversation. Oh my goodness. I am so sorry we're starting a bit late. We're supposed to start at exactly 10 minutes past 3, and this is like 18 minutes past 3. So, like, okay, I am 8 minutes late. So, my sincere apologies. I did not mean to keep you all waiting. So sorry. The weather is so hot and sunny, and I'm over here fighting with the elements. But anyways, you're all especially welcome. Thank you all so much for coming through. It's always a pleasure and a delight to do this with you all every Saturday. I am grateful. I do not take your presence here for granted. I do not take your time for granted. Sometimes when I'm late, it's because of issues that are sort of beyond my control, but I'm glad that we're here now. I hope everybody's doing fine. I hope your Saturday has been perfect so far. I hope you guys had a fantastic week. I did. I did because Thursday was my birthday. And for the first time in, I think, 3 or 4 years, I took that particular day off to properly celebrate myself. And I'm so happy I did because, sometimes you just get so carried away with life that you forget some very vital components of your life and your existence as a human being. And so, yeah, I was just super excited this week for some reason. I don't know, this week was sort of different as pertaining to my birthday. I celebrated my 35th on Thursday, yes. And I was quite deliberate about not putting out any post at all about my day, although I've been mentioning it on my YouTube channel, informing you all that, hey, this is what's happening, this is my birthday month, but, because of the season, the toxicity and whatnot, I just wanted a quiet day. I did not want any urchin or any little chicken to come and yap their stupid fingers, as they would normally do. Oh, you old woman, oh, you old woman. And yeah, I just want people to see that, hey, this is a beautiful, hardworking, smart, intelligent piece of work that is 35 and looking like she's 20. Yes, yes. I just want people to see that, yeah, this is what 35 looks like. So, guys, it's been a splendid week, and I want to give a special shout out to every single one of you that celebrated me. You guys are simply amazing people. Chai, nobody knows how important this community to me. Okay, maybe you guys know, but come on, you guys are simply amazing. I'm talking about people waking you up Thursday morning with messages, with prayers, with blessings. It was such a beautiful day. I'm not even speaking about the people around me here. I'm speaking about my online community. You guys are fantastic people, and even when I did not put out a post, when I eventually did Thursday evening, oh my goodness, come and see the many prayers and the many messages. People were just so happy for me and made me wonder, like, now, wow, this love, it's delicious to experience. So I'm just grateful overall. I am grateful. Thank you all so much. I don't even know what else to say, but thank you. You guys are amazing people. I appreciate your love. I appreciate how you people express it to me. I do not take it for granted. I am grateful. Thank you all so, so much. All right. But, anyways, today is not really about me. Today is about the many things that's been happening in Big Brother's house. And, oh, guys, I see your comments. Thank you so much for your comments and for the birthday wishes. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. God bless all of you. May you be celebrated the way you're celebrating me too. Yeah, so as I said, today is not really about me. Today is about Big Brother's house, the Big Brother and Zamzi housemate, what's happening, and also the viewer's role in how the season has been panning out, especially this week. This week has been sort of hectic, it's been draining at some point. I put out a tweet talking about how drained I was, that, you know what, next time production needs to just scrap the whole Big Brother idea and, instead, if they care, come together with a show that is all about love and shipping. And this is not me trying to be sarcastic or anything, but I have a very strong feeling that because in this part of the world, because it's not just about the BBMzansi audience, right? It's also about the BB Niger audience. It's like we're not really ready for a show like this. It's people are too sensitive. People are too sensitive. People are too touchy. You know, anything that happens, bam, people are angry. Anything that happens, bam, people are da, 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 da. Come on, I was seeing emotions flying this entire week. And I was shocked. You know, somebody sent me an email that an Ashley Sweet Guluva's fan or shipper forwarded to BCCSA. I was shocked. I brought that email here. I said I'm going to read it out. If you're the one that wrote that email, I hope you're on this live so that you will hear how ridiculous you sound. I saw some tweets as well, and I went through the comment section, or rather the replies of those tweets, and oh my God, I was ashamed on behalf of those people. It was so disgusting to see. And what was this whole thing about? All about Jojo having a crush on Sweet Guluva. And maybe there are some things I missed, I don't know. And that's why we're having this live conversation. Hence the reason I titled today's conversation, why is Jojo getting cancelled? I want people to really tell me what the problem is, what the issue is. Yeah, because this thing it's been overly stretched. It is now very ridiculous. Like, guys, I don't even know a much more bigger word to use to describe how disgusting this whole thing is. And it is shameful. It is shameful because these sort of people are acting like they have never seen a reality TV show in their entire fucking life. It is a shameful thing to see on social media. Talking about, oh, God protect my sweet Guluva for me. God will be ashamed of you people, so because what the fuck? Oh, God should protect my sweet Guluva for me. Oh my God, Jojo wants to do this to sweet Guluva. I'm looking at these people, I'm like, hey, did these people lack love? Like, do they lack acceptance where they are? Or is it that nobody has ever had a crush on them? Or, but even put aside the whole thing about love and crush and whatnot. We're going to talk about the game itself. I have observed and observed and observed, and I have noticed that a lot of these people, these fanatics, these so-called bloody shippers, it's very obvious that they lack understanding. I'm trying to be very nice here, so I'm being very selective with the words I use, right? Although there are very stronger words I want to use to describe these people, because I've had my own fair share of drags from them, but let me just spare them today. But yeah, let's use the word understanding. It's come to my notice that they lack understanding about the different types of games people can actually play on a show like the Big Brother show. We've tried as much as possible to educate these people. When we have these our conversations on Saturdays, we try to educate these people. We try to explain. We try to give them some sort of enlightenment via our analysis. But it seems like they don't want to get it. It is ridiculous. But anyways, we're going to discuss that whole situation because I really want to know why exactly. I want to know if they are here. I'm giving them a special invitation. I want to know why these people are reporting Jojo to BCCSA and other human rights organizations in South Africa, and why they are tagging sponsors to cancel the Big Brother show. I know why. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I know why, and I'm gonna talk about it. But I want to know why. If they are here, I want to hear from their mouth directly why. I want to know why. Because the things I saw people tweet about this girl, there's no name that they've not called Jojo this week. They've called this girl so many names. Called her a slut, a whore, a loose woman. Most of them even insulted her family, dragged her family, insulted her father as a pastor. Like, look at this one now typing, Jojo is harassing Sweet Guluva and you don't see it as a problem. Please read out your comment to yourself and listen to how that sounds. Listen to how your comments sound, because even me reading it out, I'm wondering how that thing makes it's cringe, my darling. It's cringe. How is Jojo harassing Sweet Guluva? I want to know. Oh, somebody said, oh, they almost call her a grapist. How is Jojo a grapist to Sweet Guluva? somebody, maybe I'm missing something here. So I would love for people to explain to me, because this is now, it's insanity in its raw, naked form. This is insanity. What exactly is Jojo doing that is so horrible that would warrant these set of people to take it up to this extent? Why? Anyways, we're going to get back to that. Another thing we're going to discuss today is Melino's ticket to the finale. Um, that also brought up a lot of conversations during the week. People are not excited about it. People are just upset that, come on, this guy is probably taking the slot of one of their faves that should, like, actually deserves to be in the finals. So we're also going to talk about that as well. All right. So yeah, we're opening this conversation now officially. And guys, you know the rules here. You are all especially welcome to share your opinion, to share your perspective. No insults to anybody. Please, please, let's keep it PG. No insults. We're having a proper, decent conversation. If you have an opinion, and people do not agree with you, it does not mean they hate you or they do not like your faith. It only means they are thinking different from you. All right. So please attack the conversation. Do not attack the individuals that are coming to speak and share their opinion, please. All right. So um, we're going to take it again from the whole Jojo and Sweet Guluva situation. I've done this particular analysis on one of my videos already, right? But I'm going to analyze it again. But before I do that, let me read this email that this wonderful in reverse individual forwarded to BCCSA. As I said, if you're the one that composed this email and you're the one that sent it, come and listen to your shame in broad daylight. Come and listen to it. So this one said, "Dear BCCSA, I hope this message finds you well, and I am writing to formally lodge a complaint regarding a concerning situation that has developed on the current season of Big Brother." The person can even type English. I'm proud of you, my darling. This one said, "As a dedicated viewer, I have observed behavior that raises ethical concerns." Oh my Jesus. Ethical concerns, and could potentially lead to the unfair disqualification of a contestant. There is a female contestant, Jojo, who consistently follows a male contestant. Can you guys smell how ridiculous this is sounding already? Who consistently follows a male, like, I wish I could see the facial expression of the person that is reading this email in the BCCSA office. I want to know if they were laughing or not, because this sounds like a very childish, irresponsible, unexposed, ridiculous. Oh glory, keep it PG today. I'm trying so hard to be nice, but this sounds so freaking ridiculous. What the hell do you mean by, "I have noticed there is a female contestant who consistently follows a male contestant, Sweet Guluva, around the house, even intruding on his personal space when he is resting or napping"? Whoever wrote this email, I hope you are here, because you should be ashamed of yourself. I wish that person put their name. I wanted to mention that person's name. And that person said she frequently joins him under the blankets, and that behavior seems to disregard his boundaries. Hey, Jesus. Somebody's sibling wrote this. Somebody's child wrote this. Somebody's boyfriend or girlfriend wrote this thing. And you would think you are dating a normal person. This person is insane, no? This person is insane. See, some of us, we think we have normal people around us. They are not normal. This is insanity in broad daylight. What the hell is this? Let me continue. What is most concerning, however, is that this contestant is now lying to her friend and falsely claiming that the male contestant is the one asking her to join him, and that he cuddles her. You know why this part is very funny to me, yeah? It's because when Jojo and Sweet Guluva are lying on that brown couch beneath the duvet, the question is, this person that wrote this email, are you under the sheets to see what's happening? Are you under the sheets? Maybe you are a fly or a mosquito inside Big Brother's house? You need to tell us, because I want to understand how you know that nothing is going on beneath the sheets. I want to know. Oh, because they say Sweet Guluva is a man of few words. He doesn't talk all the time. I want to know whether you're a fly or an insect or maybe a crawling thing beneath the sheets. I want to know, because this is insanity. Let me continue reading. This one said, oh God, where is that place? Because this email is kind of long. Our actions are tarnishing his reputation within the house, and it appears as though she is positioning herself to potentially accuse him of sexual harassment. Woo! Lord have mercy. Such a disgrace. Let me continue. As viewers, we are worried that this fabricated narrative could lead to the male contestant being unfairly disqualified from the competition based on accusations that are not grounded in truth. This situation is deeply troubling, and I believe it is important to intervene before any false allegations escalate further and cause irreversible damage to his reputation and standing in the competition. I urge the BCCSA to review this matter and address it with the show's producers to ensure that all the contestants are treated fairly and that false accusations do not influence the outcome of the show or the well-being of the individual involved. I wish I knew who wrote this email in person, because I want to look that person in the eyes and tell that person, you are sick. That's what that's the only message I have for that person. I just want to tell the person, you are sick. And do you know why? It's not an insult. If I say I want to tell that person you are sick, I'm not insulting the person. I'm genuinely concerned about the person's mental health. I am genuinely concerned about the person's mental health. There's a video I created last year before BBMzansi season 9. It was a guide to how people can watch the show and enjoy it without having a mental breakdown. That video is still on my channel. One of the things I said on that video is that people should learn to try to detach their emotions from the logic of watching the show. Keep an open mind. Try to understand that there are different types of games that people play in life. The Big Brother show is a microcosm of society. It's just a very, very tiny representation of what exactly happens in reality. I'll give you an example. If you are in a relationship, right, and you like a guy, as a female, you like a guy so much, you like this guy, and there's a possibility that the guy is actually dating other females. Now, on a normal day, you want to safeguard your mental health, you want to walk away, but you like this guy so much, you want to remain in that relationship. What do? You see some ladies, they will stay there, they will tell themselves it's a do or die affair. So they will stay there, and then they will begin to try to please the guy. Do things, act in certain manners or behaviors that will paint them in a favorable manner to the guy. In other words, they're trying to give reasons to the guy as to why the guy should stay with them other than the other people that he is, flirting around with or seeing. There are a lot of women that do that, and vice versa. This is not gender specific. Men do it, women do it. But what am I saying? What's the point in this little analogy I'm giving? It is the point that when you want something and you know that that thing does not belong to you, sometimes there are types of games that you play because you want that thing. Now, in such a situation, it is now left to the guy in the middle, at the center of it all, to decide if he wants to entertain all of your plays, all of your games or not. Some men, at that point in time, the moment they notice that, okay, there are certain things you're doing to buy their affection, they move away from you because they are not interested. But on the other hand, there are some men or women that will see that and they are enjoying the attention. They're enjoying all the goodies that you're showering them with. And then they stay there, they enjoy it, they entertain it, and they even encourage you. We're talking about the most basic situation here. And this is entirely different from a situation of sexual harassment. Let's not get it twisted. What am I saying in essence? If you look at what's going on between Jojo and Sweet Guluva, any clear-minded person will see that what this girl is doing is that she's playing a game in the Big Brother house. That is it. Simple and short. She's playing a game. If you all recall, not too long ago, Jojo herself, as being a victim of an almost, no, not even an almost, of a sexual harassment case in that house. And that was from Nate. When Nate had lured her into kissing her, where Nate had, lured her into, being free with her. And then Jojo had kissed Nate back, and another time Jojo had kissed Nate, and Nate had came up with this narrative of, she kissed me without my consent. She kissed me without my consent, which was the game that Nate was playing in the first few weeks of the season. So Jojo herself has been a victim. And Jojo is a smart person. She's not a dullard. She's not dumb. She's smart. All the housemates, they are smart. They are not dumb. They recognize what is going on in that house. They see the games that their fellow housemates play. So why would Jojo now want to do the same thing to Sweet Guluva? Something that almost tarnished her image in that house. If not for the likes of Super Claire and Smash Africa that raised up that question to Nate on that particular Sunday during the live eviction show, do you all know that Nate would have continued with her accusation of Jojo? So now, why would you think that Jojo, who was a victim of such an accusation, such false accusations, what makes you think that she would want to do the same thing to Sweet Guluva? It doesn't really make sense. It doesn't. And you see, one thing a lot of you don't understand is these housemates know that for Smash Africa to ask certain questions, I think it's time for me to start blocking some dense people right now. I'm seeing some people here who do not know how to express themselves, but would rather insult other people. So yeah, blocking your ass. Yeah, as I was saying, these housemates know that when Smash Africa throws a question at them on Sunday during the live eviction show, it is because it is a point of conversation outside the house. It is a point of conversation. So they know, these are conversations they have, they know. And so most of the time, some of them, they do certain things because they want Smash Africa to ask them questions. But other times, there's a way Smash Africa would ask the question and they will know that, okay, viewers probably do not like what I'm doing. And so for those ones who make it a game, they will stop it. Now, back to Jojo and Sweet Guluva. We are going to be lying to ourselves if we act like we do not see how production has been, in a way, favoring Sweet Guluva during the Sunday live eviction shows. We're going to be lying to ourselves. Imagine us, the viewers, seeing what we are seeing on the outside in broad daylight. We see how, so I did not even know, because guys, as much as I love South Africa, I do not really understand the different languages that they have. It was on one of my videos where I think it was on the video I did about last week Sunday's live eviction show. Someone mentioned that, that the previous Sunday, was it the previous Sunday, or I can't remember, but the person said that one of the music artists that was performing before the show started, that the person was serenading Sweet Guluva in his song, that the person was using Sweet Guluva's name to sing. And I was wondering, like, okay, why? Why would production allow such a thing? Okay, so let's say, for instance, now the person's song that the person performed already had Sweet Guluva's name inside. Why would production even bring that person to come and perform that particular song? Doesn't that artist have any other song that does not contain Sweet Guluva's name? That is one. And in case people are wondering why it is a problem, it is a problem because there are 14 housemates in the house currently. You cannot be constantly promoting one particular housemate on the stage during the Sunday live eviction show. That is bias. That is favoritism. The other part was the TikTok videos, where they brought one guy that did a skit acting like an old woman that is a fan of Sweet Guluva, blah 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 blah, and was talking about, oh, this one should be evicted, this one should be evicted, so that Sweet Guluva will carry the money and go. And then the other female that was talking about Swiss, I can't even remember what she was saying, but from you people's analysis, it was sort of the campaigning Swiss, or is it campaigning for Swiss, or whatever, whatever. Like, why? We know that Sweet Guluva has enjoyed a lot of attention and promotions from production. We know. But this is not about us for now. Now, how does the housemate come into it? How does the housemate come into it? When Smash Africa is asking questions, they hear how the what they call them, the live audience, how they cheer for people. You agree with me that on the Sunday, that was the Valentine's week, the Sunday when Ashley was interviewed, and Smash Africa was asking Sweet Guluva about his relationship with Ashley, blah, 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 blah. And Sweet Guluva was responding. I'm not going to lie. I strongly felt like they amplified the volume of that live studio, because the way the viewers were cheering and screaming, it was loud. It was louder than ever. And the housemates are not deaf, neither are they dumb. They heard it. They heard the way the audience, the live audience, were shouting and screaming for Sweet Guluva when Smash Africa was asking his questions. And they talked about it after the show. They talked about it. Some of them, they had their little conversations about it. They talked about it. And these people are not dumb. From that moment onwards, they knew that, this Sweet Guluva, he and Ashley, they have a lot of shippers. So, and ladies and gentlemen, you and I know that that stage, rather the live audience that day, it was filled with Ashley and Sweet Guluva's shippers. It felt like some of them, they gathered in one corner. They went to go and use Coaster Bus and pack all of them to the studio. For me, I felt like, I understand. The show must go on. The show is not a charity organization. It is a business at the end of the day, so production, the organizers, they have to do stuff, that will put them on the radar, that will keep the conversation going, that will keep the traffic flowing. I totally get it. But then we cannot overlook the fact that when their actions continue to favor certain housemates, to the detriment of the gains of the other housemates, it does not really make sense. Now, what am I saying? These housemates heard about how the live audience, they were cheering for Sweet Guluva. And then they knew that, okay, this guy has got strong backing from shippers or whatnot. That was the way they interpreted it. And they've been having conversations about it. So what did Jojo do? Jojo decided to latch onto it immediately. I'm going to tell you something about Jojo that you probably do not know. Jojo might come off as naive, as inexperienced, but Jojo is very smart. For her age, she's very, very smart. When Ezra was in the house and she had a thing going with Ezra and Nsuku, that small triangle that they had, never for one day did she sit down to talk about how she has a crush on Sweet Guluva, how she's gushing over the guy. No, she was busy playing a game with Ezra and Nsuku. She said she did not like Ezra, but the moment Ezra became head of house, Jojo was all over Ezra. Why? Well, it might seem like a good idea for someone that is in a position of power, to be in my corner. She entertained his advances. But then later on, she discovered that, okay, I don't really like the guy. And then she started shifting away from the guy again, back to Nsuku. And that created points of conversations for her. Jojo was building a storyline for herself. And that is the reality of Big Brother's house. You cannot be in Big Brother's house and exist like a furniture. You need a storyline for yourself. A storyline that people will identify you with. And when people think of Jojo or think of Sweet Guluva, they're going to think about the storyline that they have going on in the house. If you talk about Sweet Guluva, the only thing that will first of all come to your mind is that this guy was in a ship with Ashley. If you ask me as a viewer that enjoys games over emotions, I would tell you that that guy is like a furniture in that house, attached to that brown furniture, literally. Look at one person in the comment section saying that, oh, the production promotes Sid Guluva because he is the show. Can you kindly go and stand in front of your mirror and look at yourself and repeat that thing that you just typed? Say it again and look at yourself and see how funny you look. What do you mean by Sweet Guluva is the show? If you say that Sweet Guluva is the show, then what will you call the likes of Nate? What will you call the likes of Nsuku? What will you call Swiss? As much as a lot of people don't like Swiss, can we be honest for a second that that guy understands the game? Even though his game is brutal, even though his game is vicious, that guy is freaking playing the game. What are you going to call the likes of Tyrone? That guy is a smooth operator, playing the game of a snake. And this one is sitting there and saying that Sweet Guluva is the game. Sweet Guluva is the game. Can you go and stand in front of the mirror and look at yourself and repeat it again so that you hear how you sound? Sweet Guluva is the game. Yeah, the game. Seriously. Nah, I can't believe this. I was talking about Jojo. Jojo, with all of this information in her hands, that okay, fine. Everybody knows that shippers get a lot of fans on the Big Brother show. Whether they win the show or not, they win a huge storyline at the end of the day. And depending on how they play the game, they amass a lot of, supporting people like shippers that rally around to support them and to pump votes for them. And they try to keep them to the end of the season. Ashley probably would still have been in the house if not for that crazy twist that Big Brother introduced. And it's not really going to be because, oh, there's really anything really special going on there. It's probably going to be because, yes, there are people that enjoy whatever game she's playing with Sweet Guluva and they want to see both of them in the finals. And that is what the fans have been saying anyways. This is not to water down Ashley's personality, but let's call a spade a spade. So Jojo saw that. And she looked around her and she thought, okay, which guy can I play a game with? She tried having conversations with Uyanda. Uyanda has been declaring from day one that he's in a relationship, he's not interested. And she also perceived that Uyanda cannot control his temper. And she does not want to be with a guy that's going to sabotage her game. She looked at Swiss. She does not trust Swiss. She has said it several times that Swiss has anger issues. Jojo is not dumb. Jojo has analyzed the remaining guys in the house, and she has discovered that there's nobody she can properly play this game with. Abobo is dedicated to his baby mama and his daughter. Melino, that one is a motivational speaker, always going around and speaking, I am great, I am shining, I am wonderful, I am amazing, I am a da 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 da, I am a da 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 da. That one is like the clown of the house, always going around with his motivational speech. Oh, when I go out of this house, I'm going back to my family. I'm going back. Da, da, da. Jojo does not want that kind of person that has carried morality and uprightness on his head. So, who was left for her? Obviously, Sweet Guluva. And can we be very honest with ourselves? That Sweet Guluva has never for once complained that Jojo was making moves on him. Instead, he has been encouraging it. And you see, this is the problem with these fanatics, yeah? I wish you people would drop the scales off your eyes and see when your fave is playing their game or doing whatever they want to do, other than villainizing other housemates in favor of your fave. I know that that is your job. That is what you are called to do. The moment you join that caucus, that coven called Stanship, the moment you join it, hook, line, and sinker, even though your fave kills somebody, you will still say that your fave is innocent. But please, can we be honest with ourselves that Sweet Guluva has been entertaining Jojo. Jojo's advances, he's been entertaining it. He's been encouraging it. The fact that he said the other day, I am dating somebody, I cannot write that kind of message to Jojo. It does not fucking prove anything. It doesn't. If a woman keeps making advances, and when we talk about advances, it's not like Jojo threw herself on Sweet Guluva and said, Sweet Guluva, kiss me. Sweet Guluva, kiss me. If you don't kiss me today, I'll do this. That is not the kind of advances we're talking about. We're talking about subtle, feminine advances. She knows that that brown couch holds a lot of meaning to the guy. That is where that guy used to chill with his girlfriend. So she decided to be the second replacement for Ashley. She knows that Sweet Guluva and Ashley, they have whatever they have going on. She does not care. For her, she wants to latch onto the popularity that Sweet Guluva has. And so what is she doing? She will go and stay on the same brown couch. If Sweet Guluva is not comfortable with it, he should tell her, move, no, go away. But what has Sweet Guluva been doing? He entertains it. When she joins him on the couch, he would even be the one even adjusting the duvet so that she'll be comfortable. Nobody knows if they play with their feet beneath the sheets, as Jojo claimed. We don't know. We are not under the duvet. Camera has never carried the camera to go and show us. It's only in movies that that kind of thing happens, because it is a premeditated scene that they act out. In this case, we don't know what goes on beneath the sheets. Jojo talks to Sweet Guluva. He responds. Sometimes when she wants to walk away, he would ask her, oh, are you coming back? She will say, I'm coming back. A man that is deeply troubled and uncomfortable by Jojo's subtle closeness to him will not be saying things like, oh, are you coming back? Would not even lick ice cream from the same bowl with Jojo. And I put out a tweet about that whole boiler room situation where Sweet Guluva was was asked to choose between his family and Ashley, who he wants to buy a 50,000 naira rand message from. And I said, well, Big Brother was trying to set this guy up, but the guy was very smart. He decided not to buy anything at all. But if we are being honest with ourselves here, is Sweet Guluva really wanted to, kind of prove a point? In a way, he would have chosen Ashley, but he did not. He did not. And I don't fault him for it. I don't. I still believe he was smart by not picking anybody, because regardless of who he had chosen, they would have dragged him. But if he wanted to prove that he was really invested in that relationship, as these fanatics are carrying it on their head, he would have chosen that Ashley's one. You know why? Because he would have known by now that whatever he's been doing with Jojo, by staying on the same couch with her, entertaining her advances, that Ashley would have seen it, and she probably would have been worried. So that would have been like some sort of assurance to her that, listen, I don't care about Jojo, it's you I care about, so I'm choosing to buy a message from you for 50,000 rands. He would have wanted to prove a point like that, because that was the same thing that BK did. BK had the option to buy a message from either, I think, his family or his girlfriend, but he chose his girlfriend. You know why? Because he's been panicking. Because of that whole entanglement, that whole triangle situation that he had last week with Nate, with the other girls, Nsuku and Shini, the guy has been panicking. He's been worried about what his girlfriend thinks about him. So this time around, even though it was a tough decision, he wanted to prove to his girlfriend that, listen, I am not going anywhere. I am here for you. And I know this because these are the things he has been saying in the house. So what am I saying in essence? Sweet Guluva is equally playing a game. Sweet Guluva is not the type that is going to go around having altercations with people or fighting with people. I mean, to show you that this guy is afraid of getting nominated, last night, they had their little gathering where they were having conversations about people. Tell me about yourself, tell me about yourself, tell me about yourself. And it was an opportunity for him to talk about Swiss, to tell Swiss that I don't like what you did. You evicted my girlfriend, blah, 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 blah. But the guy did not say anything. He kept quiet. In a way, I was kind of expecting him to say it, mention it, because that was supposed to be like a moment of truth for all of them. But he did not even make reference to it at all. Till today, he has not had a conversation with Swiss to let Swiss know that, oh, this is how I think, this is how I feel about what you did. So Sweet Guluva is playing a game. His game is avoiding confrontations, avoiding altercations, avoiding anything that will put him in anybody's bad book. But when it comes to shipping, Sweet Guluva is definitely going to embrace shipping. And it's very obvious that he does not care whether it is with Ashley or with any other female. So long as he's in a ship, he knows that being in a ship is going to continue to leave him in the house and carry his game and give him a lot of shipping fan base. He wants to be in a ship. Because a man that does not want to be in a ship, after Ashley got evicted, Sweet Guluva is not going to entertain any advances from any female. But that guy is telling all of you fanatics, that listen, I did not come to this house for Ashley. I did not come for this house to this house for anybody. I came to this house for myself. I came to this house to play the game. And so I'm going to do whatever it takes to win that money. Whether it is sleeping for money tonight or being under the duvet with a woman, I'm going to be like that with that woman. And so he is entertaining whatever Jojo is doing. And Jojo, what is she doing more than what she's already doing with Sweet Guluva? She is telling her story. Because these housemates are not dumb. Jojo knows that there are 14 people in the house. The cameras are going to be on everybody at different points in time. So she is thinking that, okay, if I am on the sofa with Sweet Guluva today, the camera might not be on us. So maybe the camera is not showing us enough. I'm going to start telling people around me the story of what is going on between Sweet Guluva and I. Why? To spark up conversations on the outside. And that is why she's going around and having conversations about whatever she thinks is going on between herself and Sweet Guluva. And she's telling people she knows will have more conversations about it and spread the conversation the more. So now everybody in the house is in that ship with Jojo and Sweet Guluva. And that was why Nate wrote that letter. Nate went to a diary session and was claiming that, big brother, I'm trying to inspire all the women in the house. I'm trying to motivate the women. I'm trying to let them know that they matter. Lies and bullshit. She said that, that was why she wrote all those notes and put it on everybody's pin. It's a lie. Nate was equally playing her own game. Went to go and write letter and put it under Jojo's bed. Abi under Jojo's pillow. Made it look like it was from Sweet Guluva, signed it off, JJ. That one now sparked some sort of controversy in the house. And then when she had a diary session, she now went to go and be explaining herself. All these housemates are playing games. I don't know why the fans do not see it. So Jojo doing PR, telling her fellow housemates that, Sweet Guluva, I like him so much. I want to kiss him. Oh my God, I like him. She is in character. Hello, wake up and smell the coffee in the room. Jojo is in character. She is playing a script. She's acting like a young, naive girl who has a mad, obsessive crush over a guy that legit has a girlfriend in the house that has been evicted, and so she does not mind filling in the role of the girlfriend that has been evicted. I am saying this in monosyllabic ways so that it will sink into the brains of the fanatics who have refused to receive wisdom. Hello, are you awake? Let me say it again. Jojo is playing a script. Jojo is playing a script. So what I don't get is why people are saying that she's trying to sexually harass Sweet Guluva. And this one is saying, why must he spoil her name? Doings has gone too far. Are we children? I think Big Brother, in fact, at this point, it doesn't even matter because the show says rated 18. But it seems like even people that are 40 years old, people who are 30, people who are 50 that are watching the show, it's like the show is still too mature for them to consume. Because I wanted to say that production should increase the ratings of the show for people that are eligible to watch it. But it's quite sad because sometimes it will shock you to know that some 18-year-olds, they understand the games going on in the house. I think it's time to block this person. This person is just pissing me off. So I don't know if we get what's going on here. But now, away from Jojo, can we have an understanding that the Big Brother show is not a Love Island type of show? The Big Brother show is not a relationship type of show. You see that thing that Sweet Guluva and Ashley were doing? Kissing, sleeping, wake up, eat, kissing, sleeping, wake up, eat. And then maybe one of Ashley will look for a way to quarrel with Sweet Guluva. They'll quarrel, they'll settle, they'll go to their bed, they will kiss, kiss, kiss. They'll wake up, they'll sleep again on the couch, they'll sleep, 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 and then they'll kiss, kiss, kiss. That is what happens on a proper ultimate love type of show. That's what happens. And the Big Brother show is not that type of show. Big Brother show is not that type of show. I wish people will understand this. The Big Brother show is not that type of show. These shippers and shippers and shippers, I feel like they have destroyed the essence of this show. And I don't blame them. I also blame production. Because when you look at even the posts that the social media handler of the production team populates on social media, you will see that they are the ones that also encourage this nonsense. It's like they're the ones that encourage it too. When they put out posts about the lovers in the house, it's like they want to amplify it. They want to push it a lot. Like, come on. Let the housemates play the games the way they know how to play it. Yes, we have now finally accepted that there will be couples on the show, the ones that will come and play romance. But when they now forget about the entire game and the only focus they now have is kissing and romancing, sleep, eat, wake up, like they're on vacation, it becomes very irritating, especially when it does not align with the theme of the season. If the theme of this season was, can somebody tell me the meaning of love and relationship and romantic relationship in South African vernacular, please? I need, is it Umjolo? I don't know if it's Umjolo, but if the theme of the season is Umjolo or maybe shipping, then it's understandable that two housemates decide to get into a romantic relationship and that's the only thing they want to do till the end of the season. It's understandable because I would be like, okay, well, after all, they are playing the game according to the theme of the season. I bet you that 100% you see this kind of subtle attraction or gameplay that Jojo is playing with Sweet Guluva. I would watch that over whatever Sweet Guluva was doing with Ashley, 100%. Because with Jojo, it's more exciting. With Jojo, there's some sort of anticipation. You are waiting to see if Sweet Guluva will finally fall for Jojo. You are waiting to see if Sweet Guluva will, like Jojo more than he liked Ashley. You are waiting to see if any sort of romantic spark will develop between Sweet Guluva and Ashley. And let me also tell you people this thing, yeah? Normally, in this part of the world, we're used to seeing men making advances on women, right? And we think it's very exciting and whatnot. But it's not every day that you see a woman making advances towards a guy. Not to sexually harass the guy, don't get me wrong, but you are making advances at this guy. You think he's cute. You have, what's it called? You are acting like you have a crush on him. So you are making advances at him. You're doing sweet things around him. And you want to see if he's going to fall for you. I enjoy that type of game because me too, I want to see if she's going to succeed. I want to see. I would rather watch this Jojo's type of game with Sweet Guluva than watch whatever
Sweet Guluva had with Ashley, because that was excruciatingly boring, painfully boring, like so ridiculously boring. Nah, how do I overemphasize? And you see what Jojo is doing? I would classify that as umlilo than that watered down nonsense that Ashley and Sweet Guluva were doing. That was not umlilo at all. People are just trying to amplify it. People are just trying to make it like, oh my God, they were the show, they were that. They weren't doing jack. They weren't doing shit. They were not doing anything. That was not umlilo. That was not umlilo. Somebody is saying shipping is part of the show because some people are married now. Who gives a fuck? Like, who cares? Who cares? If people met on the Big Brother show and they got married, who cares? I don't care. As a viewer, the only thing I care about is if production announces that, oh, the theme of the season is whatever, 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 the housemates that they bring to participate for that season, I am expecting them as a viewer to act according to whatever the theme of the season is. And for me, that's why I always say, may the best man win, may the best woman win, may the best player win, may the best gamer win. I don't give a fuck. I don't care if they decide to make babies. I don't care if anybody decides to be anybody's baby mama. I don't care. And that is why you see that once the show is over, Glory Elijah says, to your tent, O Israel, I don't care. If they got married, good for them. If they don't get married, I don't care. It does not add to my account balance. What I care about is I am watching a show and the organizers, they have promised us something. And that thing they have promised is that this season is going to be umlilo. It's going to be fire. That is what I care about as a viewer. Whatever happens in the house, so long as it aligns with the theme of the season, that is what I care about. I do not give a fuck if they get married. Do you guys get it? Do you understand it? No, if you don't understand it again, look into my eyes and listen to me carefully. I don't care. I am not watching a Big Brother show to look for people that are going to fall in love and get married. It does not mean I'm a hater of love and beautiful things. No. If the theme of the season says umjolo, I'll be looking forward to umjolo. If the theme of the season says love and light, I'll be looking forward to love and light. If it says fire and brimstone, that's what I'm looking forward to. I don't care who ships and who does not ship. I don't. I honestly do not. And the people that do care, you have no right to be trying to shove it down everybody's throats. And the fact that you people are going ahead to report to BCCSA and all the female organizations in South Africa, it means you have a problem. And you need to wake up from your delusion, because that is delusion. Okay, what do you want BCCSA to do now? They should shut down the show. And they should send the show on another 7 years hiatus. Huh? And this is not me trying to water down the reason why the show went on a 7 years hiatus in the first place. No, not trying to be insensitive. But I'm saying that you people are misusing your power as viewers. You are misusing your power. You're misusing your powers. I understand what they say, that customers are always right. But in this case, you need to understand that this show is a business. And there's another aspect that a lot of you don't understand. Do you understand that the Big Brother show does not just fall from the sky? Do you know that there are thousands of individuals that are employed in that organization every year to work on the show, to give you a show? Do you understand that? Some of you, your brothers, your sisters, your relatives, your family members, your boyfriends, your girlfriends, they work with MultiChoice. They work with the Big Brother production team. Most of them, the big salaries that they earn, that they come home with every month, That is where they earn their daily bread from. So when you watch the show and you allow your emotions to get the best of you, you watch the show, you allow your emotions to get the best of you, and then you go and report the show. You go and report the show. What do you want? You want the show to be shut down. You want the show to be cancelled. I saw some tweets. Some people are saying that if Jojo is not disqualified, they are going to cancel the show. They will tell BCCSA not to ever allow the show to air in South Africa. I'm like, okay, fine. You people have that kind of power, fine. And then what? When your brothers, your sisters, your family members, your loved ones, they now lose their jobs and they now add to the population of unemployed people in South Africa. I think that's going to make you happy, right? Or you think it's AI that is monitoring the show 24/7 and broadcasting it to you live on channel 198. You think it's AI. You don't know that they are actually human beings that sit down in production room. They are manning the cameras. You think it's a spirit, or you think it's one ghost from your past that is actually doing that. But away from the business part of it, I think people are actually getting their emotions. Like, you're allowing your emotions to get the best of you. For real. The point here is you need to recognize that the Big Brother show is a competition. It is an entertainment show. It is a reality TV show, right? But within that reality TV show, it also mirrors the society. What you see happening in the house is what is actually happening in the society. The only difference between the housemates inside the house and us as viewers is that they have cameras on them 24/7. We do not. Another difference is that they are in a confined space. They are competing for a lot of money. They are competing for fame. They are competing for the platform to be famous and to be successful in life. And so for them to achieve what they want, they need relevance. For them to get relevance, they try as much as possible to play the game of personalities. It becomes a game of personalities. I am trying to impress the viewers that, oh, I am more deserving of that money. You, as another housemate, you are playing the same type of game. You are trying to prove to the viewers that I am more worthy to be voted for than the other person. And so these housemates, what do? They amplify their character. They amplify their behavior. On a normal day, what you would walk away from, they would probably react to it because they are overwhelmed with their emotions. Mind you, it's a confined space. They're overwhelmed with their emotions. Some of them, they overreact. Some of them, they don't react at all. Some of them, they decide that, okay, fine, maybe this is one way I can get highlights. So I will shout louder than I would normally shout on a normal day. So people need to understand that these are the indices involved. The Big Brother show is not a one-way show. It is not a show that you will just go into the house and say, my strategy is I will not talk to anybody. I'll give you a premium example. Mandy Hagan. Go and watch our intro video on the stage on the day of the launch show with Smash Africa. What did she say? She said, I'm gonna be bubbly. I'm gonna be doing makeup for all the girls. I'm gonna be doing the hair for all the girls. I'm gonna be friends with everybody because I don't want to be in anybody's bad books. Look at Mandy Hagan today. She's the one that is always fighting. She's the one that is always quarreling. She's the one that is always complaining. She's always huffing and puffing. She's always complaining. She's always Mandy Hagan. Even me, I am drained. But one thing I understand is she's playing the game. She's playing the game because she knows that the continuous drama that she brings is part of what is keeping her in the house, in case you don't know. If you cough, Mandy Hagan will say, you are disrespecting me. I am a mother. I am a mother. I have a daughter. She will complain. You are existing. She will complain. For Mandy Hagan, everybody is rude. Everybody is disrespectful. Why do you think Mandy Hagan continuously says that Nsuku is rude and disrespectful? It's because she recognizes Nsuku as a threat to her game. And so what she does is she continuously goes on a smear campaign about Nsuku so that people will continue to nominate Nsuku so that Nsuku will be evicted from the house. Nsuku is also doing the same thing to Mandy Hagan. They are all playing games. Are you seeing it or you choose not to see it? I'm going to stop talking about Jojo now. My mouth is paining me. About Melino, I'm going to be brief about that one. I already did a video about it. I had a good laugh. Yes, I had a good laugh. I saw people complaining that, oh, why is production being wicked? Why are they slashing down the winning prize? Why are they allowing housemates to buy messages from their families for 50,000 rands? That's too expensive. Production is not being fair. Blah, blah, blah. Why would they allow Melino to use a whole 250,000 rands to buy tickets to finals? And I'm laughing because I'm thinking, well, this was the same thing that happens during Big Brother Naija season 9. Not exactly the same, but just similar. Big Brother Naija season 9, I think the winning prize was 100 million. I think it was 100 million naira. But then the housemates, they were doing my brand, my brand, my brand. It's like a woman shouting, my man, my man, my man. Oh, my man did this, my man did that. So during Big Brother Naija season 9, housemates refused to give a show. They refuse to give drama. They refuse to be entertaining. You know, they refuse to be confrontational. When things happen in the house, they don't want to do anything about it. Everybody is doing, oh, my man, oh, I know this person outside the house. I don't want to have issues with this person. They were majorly concerned about connections, especially with the Mbadiwe twins. So what did production do? Oh, before production got to that breaking point, they sent Toke Makinwa to come and encourage the housemates to give a show. They sent Ebuka many times during live eviction show to come and tell the housemates to give a show. Housemates say they don't want to give a show. Housemates will sleep, eat, wake up, and that was that. They even sent the DRC agents to come and, cause chaos. It became too chaotic and viewers started dragging those ones. Production got frustrated. What happened? They slashed down the winning prize from 100 million that I used my own ears to hear on a day of the launch show to how much? 60 million. Mm-hmm. 60 million. 60 million. That was what they reduced the money to. 60 million. People were now complaining. But as I always remind you all, the Big Brother show, as much as it's a reality TV show, it's for entertainment. You can also learn moral values and whatnot. It's also a business. It's his business. It's a business. When you see all these brands and all these sponsors partnering with the organizers of the show, they are equally looking to get value for their money. And what a lot of these fanatics don't know they are doing is that the more they report the show, the more they scream cancel the show, they are rubbing off wrongly on the sponsors and not just the organizers of the show themselves. So you are taking away the value for the money that the sponsors have invested to the show. This person calling Jojo a slut, I'm blocking you right now because I'm sorry, but for you to type this nonsense here, you definitely are out of your mind. I've told you all, please share your opinion, but stop with all of that. It's not needed here. All right. And now look at what people are doing right now. Look at what people are doing right now. You're okay now. After calling for the cancellation of the show, production decided that okay, fine, we are going to reduce the prize money, and that's what they're about to do. Listen, let me tell you something. Yeah, I will not be shocked if on the last day, the day of the grand finale, the winning prize is reduced to 1.2 million rands, because that is where production is headed to. In case you don't know, you fanatics cost it. That's where production is headed. You see all this, buy a message for 50,000 rands, and then, what's his name? Melino he has already bought the ticket though. Big Brother has told him already, you have 250,000 rands to buy a ticket to the finale. Melino has already purchased it. So he has bought the ticket. The ticket is ready now. The only thing that is left now is if Melino survives eviction tomorrow, then on Monday, if the whole house is up for eviction, Melino, Big Brother would announce that Melino has bought his way straight to the finale. And what that means is no housemate will be able to nominate him till the last day. It means that guy is free from eviction till the last day. So in case you don't know, let me say it again. For those people that are always going to report the show, because all these things that those fanatics are doing, they are doing it because they are trying to pave a way for Sweet Guluva to win that money on the final day. Let me tell you for free that even if it now happens that your Sweet Guluva is going to win the money, if production keeps up with the way they are slashing the money, like play, Sweet Guluva will be winning probably 500,000 rand. And I'm going to be here laughing. I'm going to be here laughing because Boiler Room happened last week. Boiler Room happened again this week. What if there's another Boiler Room next week? Next week is week 8, right? What if there's another Boiler Room next week? See, big brother, if you can hear Gloria Elijah right now, please hear me out. Hear me out. I beg you. May there be another Boiler Room next week? Next week! And this time around, tell the housemates that they have 100,000 rands each. 100, nothing more, nothing less. Tell them that they have 100,000 rands each to buy a spa session for themselves. Because most of those housemates, they've been saying that they want a massage. Big brother! Oh, Jesus! If you can hear me right now, hear me loud and clear. Answer my supplication. I am begging you, big brother. Next week, let there be another Boiler Room situation. Tell all the housemates that they have 100,000 rands each to buy a spa session, manicure and pedicure. If they want makeup artists to come inside the house and come and give them a whole makeup session, tell them that they have 100,000 rands to spend. Let us continue slashing the winning prize. At the end of the day, that's your faith that you are trying to protect. Your faith will be walking away with 100,000 rands. Let's do the math. Let's do the calculation, right? Let's assume that 3 housemates are going to be evicted tomorrow, and then we'll now have top 10, right, or top 11. Yeah. Now calculate 100,000 rands times 11. How much is that? Is that 1.1 million rands? I hope my math is not wrong. How much will now remain? Is it? I think currently, after all the slashing, we have 1.2 million rands left, Abi. How much will now remain when you remove 1.1 million rands? 100,000 rands. Should people have money after the show? You people go and carry money bouquet. You will say, I want to go and give my faith. I want to go and give my faith flower and money. I have money. You people will contribute money. Your bank account will be red. You've not seen shit. You will see shaggy. You will contribute money. You will contribute. You will contribute. You will contribute. Production. I know we fight a lot. I know we don't agree on a lot of things, but please, let's agree on this one. Let's agree on this one. Give all the housemates, the top 11 housemates next week, give them 100,000 rands each. Let them buy spa sessions. Those fanatics that they think they have mouth. Let us see this time around. Some people will have high BP. They go see high blood pressure. Their heart will be doing begging. They will be this time around there. They will carry placard and go and stand in front of production office. I'll be laughing. I don't even mind buying a one-way ticket to South Africa. Let me witness it all. I will laugh at you people, because what people are doing right now, you're trying to destroy a show that is giving your faith a platform to shine. But you don't want any other housemate to play their game. How does that make sense? Me, I was laughing at Melino. I was laughing that Melino got tickets to finals. But now, me, I'm happy. You know why? There's a lot of competition in the house. You can open your fingers and count how many people have the potential of being in top 6 or top 7. You know, during BBMzansi season 9, because of how horrible that entire season was, for the first time in history of Big Brother Naija, we had a top 8 situation. Top 8. This time around, we don't know what the BBMzansi production team will do. Whether they will say we want to have maybe top 4, only top 4, or maybe top 3. Now, by yourself, begin to count the strongest contenders in the house currently that will make it to that last week. I'm going to stop talking here right now because I feel like I'm spraying pepper too much in some people's eyes. Let me shut up before they will say glory is wicked. Because I want to hear from one of you. I want to hear. So, guys, please, though, come and share your opinion. No, come and share your opinion. And please, though, this is how I see things. This is my own analysis. If you don't agree with me, it's fine. All right? No qualms about it. We're not quarreling. If you don't agree with me, it's okay. It's fine. All right? But please keep your PJ. Don't insult anybody that does not speak your mind. All right? It's fine. Okay, so the comments, or rather, the link is in the comment section below. I'm going to bring on people from Twitter first because we have some people here. And then I'm going to come back to YouTube immediately. Let's speak with Tebatso. Hello. Tebatso has disappeared. What's going on? I just accepted. Tebatso, are you there? Hello. Tebatso, you have to unmute your mic, okay? Hello. Okay, I think we're going back to YouTube now. We're going to speak with D. There's D here.
Hi, Glory.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good, and yourself?
Doing great, my sister. You're welcome.
Okay, I know today is not your birthday, it was yesterday, but still, happy birthday. And you look gorgeous, though, as always. And you know the saying that black do not crack. You know the saying. So yeah. And also, before I even start, like, thank you for the videos. Thank you for all the updates that you've been doing. Like, never feel like you are not giving us enough, because you are always giving us enough. Because I just watched your last video where you are apologizing because you didn't post anything. Like, never stress about that. We understand and all that.
Thank you so much.
So, coming to the show, this show, honestly, I've been watching it on your channel. I stopped watching it on TV because I don't think it was worth it for me. The experience of the show, I think the viewers ruined it. Even the housemate, I can't fully blame the housemate, but the viewers ruined everything, because every time something happened in the house, we cannot be tagging sponsors, we cannot be tagging these big organizations, because why are we doing that for this? It's not as if they killed somebody, something. The things that they were even tagging the sponsor for were, I don't even know what to say. And also moving on to the toxic fans. Unfortunately, every year, for every season of Big Brother, we're always going to have toxic fans. But the thing is to always ignore them. That I don't know, and all that. And I don't think it's worth it. You don't know these people. And you come online, you insulting people's family. You even go, like, saying negative thing about these people you don't know. These people, even when they come out here, they don't know you personally.
Exactly.
So I don't think the hate, showing hate towards people is worth it at the end of the day, even if they know you. And also what happened, I don't know, was it last Sunday that Mbuzi left? He was posting on his Twitter, and if you open the comment section on his post, the vile people were there. I was like, I even closed my app. I was like, I'm not gonna be here and read all this nonsense. But unfortunately, people are like that. That's all I can say. And also moving on to Jojo and Sweet Guluva. I don't know why the people are slut shaming Jojo, because if Sweet was not allowing her, I don't think that girl would be all over him like that. Because there's something that we might not be seeing it, but then there's definitely something that is Sweet is doing for Jojo to keep doing whatever she's doing. And it's always like, what saddened me is that when something like that happened and people are so quick to slut shame the woman, they never look at the man. Like, what is the guy doing for that girl to keep behaving like this? Which is quite sad. And people don't watch this show with the open mind. They close their mind. For them, if they like somebody, whatever that person will do, that person will never be wrong. That person will always be right. You know, that is the thing with the fanatic of their show. Like, I would do, for example, I do watch Big Brother France, but it's like different. It's not like it's not called Big Brother, but it's the same. The viewers, they are only involved when they are voting and when they are playing game. Even if the housemates are doing whatever in the house, they don't care. Yes, they are supporting people, but the way the Mzansi and the Niger is involved in the show is not the same way. That's why sometimes I don't really enjoy Big Brother Mzansi or Big Brother Niger. That's why I even enjoy the American and the UK. Like, you will see a huge difference when watching those type of show. Like even Big Brother Mzansi, like their show, like I was saying, it has such a huge potential to be out there. But what happened? The viewers got involved. They just wanted to say everything and see what we are doing now. Now we are just passing time. But thank God I didn't renew my DSTV subscription for this nonsense. And thank you for your channel, by the way.
Sure. Yes.
And and that's all I have to say. And
thank you so much. Thank you so much for sharing. Thank you so much. And for your birthday wishes. I mean, I appreciate. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, guys. We're going to quickly move back to Twitter because there were some people that first logged in. All right. So, guys on YouTube, my sincere apologies. Just give us like 5-10 minutes. Let's quickly speak with them. All right. Let's speak with True on Twitter. Hello. Hello, True. Please unmute your mic. Hey, what's going on? Okay, what about Melzy? Melzy on Twitter. Can you unmute?
Good evening. Good evening, everyone.
Hi, you're welcome. How are you?
Happy belated birthday.
Thank you so much, Melzy.
I'm unmuted. Let me just see what's going on. Okay, is True speaking already, or should I continue speaking?
Okay, I think True is speaking already. Melzy, so sorry. Let True quickly speak because she just unmuted. So sorry.
Hello?
Yes, hello, True. Hello, True.
How are you, Glory?
I'm fine. Thank you. You're welcome.
Happy belated birthday, Glory. I hope you enjoyed your day and many blessings to you.
I did. Thank you so much.
All right, Glory. Okay, so can I start with Melino? It's very short, ne?
Yes,
but you know, with Melino's case, I'm gonna go spiritual on you for this one. I really think just hearing from the way that Melino is speaking about his life and about him being on Big Brother, I really think that it's a God thing that he allowed him to be. I think there's something spiritual that Melino needs to learn from being on the Big Brother show. I don't know about himself or something, but yeah, that's how I feel about it. I think he is furniture, yes, but I think for him it's just like a personal journey thing.
Yes.
That he needs to be there to achieve some kind of, or settle some kind of spiritual self within himself, to grow himself, and you know, that kind of thing. So I really think that's the reason why Melino is there. And hey, I'm not mad. He's furniture, but I'm not mad at that because I realize that there's something greater than him that is allowing him to continue being there until the last day.
You know, he manifested that ticket to finale, right? That 250K.
Yeah.
He manifested it.
He did. And, you know, I'm seeing the difference between Melino and Sipesihle. Sipesihle has also been, you know, manifesting money and manifesting getting to the last day, but it happened for Melino.
Yes.
So, you know what, there's something telling me that there's just something greater for him being there. I think it will make him a better person, and he'll be better for his family. Maybe that's just something that he needs. And you know, God works in different ways. In my native language, God does not give with a hand. So maybe this is just God's way of helping Melino deal with whatever demons that he needs to deal with, right?
Yes.
Hey, and then Jojo. Oh my God, I'm so heartbroken by what people are doing to Jojo on the outside. Like, it's so bad. Jojo, like, you know what, Glory, even if it wasn't her playing a game, I realize that she is playing a game, but even if she wasn't playing a game, it's a crush. Why are people so mad at a crush?
Exactly.
She just has a crush on this guy, and I was actually discussing it with my niece earlier on that is it a problem? That's how girls behave. If something happens, if your crush touches you, you're going to run back to your friends and tell your friends, oh my God, he touched my friend. I can't breathe. And that is exactly what Jojo is doing.
Exactly.
So even if it's not a game, it's completely wrong, and for them to be ignorant to this and calling her a whore and all of that, it's terrible. You know, Papa Ghost was saying, Papa Ghost put out a tweet. I don't know if you saw it earlier in the week, and he was responding to people saying that why is the money being spent or being cut in half and all of that. And he said, but then Big Brother Mzansi fans are toxic.
Exactly.
And if you keep on tagging sponsors in negative things and wanting them and threatening to boycott that particular sponsor, that particular brand, obviously they're not going to want to associate with a Big Brother anymore. You know, last season they had so many sponsors. I mean, they had Omo and Stay Soft. They don't have those. It's only like 2 or 3, let me say 3 major sponsors, you know, that are there. In it, King Pie, but you know, King Pie. But there isn't many sponsors where they get to actually win monetary value. Last season, they were winning for Robertsons. They were winning cash from Omo. They were winning washing machines. This season, because of the fans, they have ruined it for everybody, for the sponsors. I don't even think that Big Brother Mzansi should even come back, because it's pointless. This is going to happen every season. And one thing that Papa Ghost was saying is that they don't realize that they are ruining people's lives by doing this. All of this bullying and stuff. I don't even think that brands should want to associate themselves with fans that are like Ashley's fans and Sweet Guluva's fans, because what these people are actually doing is bullying.
Yes.
They are bullying. And when Jojo gets out of the house, they are going to bully that girl.
They already told me they would do it.
Pray that she is exactly. I pray that she is strong enough to handle this. I pray that Big Brother, they give her all the support, the mental support that she needs to get through this whole thing, because they are completely misconstruing things.
Exactly.
There's this one account, Glory, on Twitter, right?
Yes.
It's a very toxic guy. I even forgot his name, but he uses this influencer's what's his name? Oh, I forgot. It's a stupid guy, you know.
Yeah.
And he posted, he usually gets money to post certain things and to push certain narratives, whether it's from the government or other influencers. I just forgot his name. I can't believe it.
Okay.
So today he posted, today or yesterday, he posted a picture side by side with a Bravo B's picture, side by side with Jojo's picture.
The other person is sick.
And then on the one hand, I thought, yes,
he's sick.
You know, on the one hand he says Bravo B, sexual predator or something, and then on Jojo's picture he says a flirt. And what Bravo B, and they are completely different. The situations were completely different. Bravo B actually said that he is going to wait for girls to get drunk so that he can sleep with them. And now they are comparing it to Jojo having a fantasy about Sweet Guluva. Like, they're not thinking.
Now that person is sick.
They're ruining this girl's life.
That person is sick.
And just in the name of, and I suspect that this guy was paid off by Sweet Guluva's fans, because I do recognize that Sweet Guluva is, you know, the Zulu nation. I'm sorry, I don't want to offend other Zulu people, but it is also something to be admirable of, that they do support their own, very much so, you know. So in this one clip, I saw that they posted all the different people that are saying, hey, vote for Sweet Guluva, Guluva all the way. And in one of those videos, one of the people that is saying vote Sweet Guluva, he is a very prominent Zulu radio presenter or former radio presenter. He was huge, and he's got ties to the former president Jacob Zuma, and you know all of that. So do you understand? He has huge influence among people, very huge. Even during the uprisings when Jacob Zuma got arrested and they were looting stores. One of the things, he's prominent. I don't want to get into politics, right?
Yeah.
But he is very prominent in the Zulu nation. So Sweet Guluva is backed by a lot of money and by. So I'm sure that he got paid off, this guy on Twitter, to post that kind of a narrative. But, you know, in closing glory, I really pray, I'm praying for Jojo, that when she does eventually leave this, she can, and I hope that production takes it seriously, because I understand even one of the previous Big Brother Mzansi, I think it was season 3, Dinky, she committed, and I don't know if it was because of the bullying, because she also got bullied quite a bit on social media. Yeah, you know, so I really, really hope that Jojo gets the support, and I really hope that also the sane ones, the normal people, not the slow learners, right? Not the ones in the back. I hope that we can all rally around Jojo the way that we rallied around Muzi the Mbuzi when people were trying to cancel him, and they went to his page and they followed him, and you know, a lot of people, people surrounded him and comforted him, and I hope that we can do the same thing for Jojo when she eventually leaves the show. But yeah, a Big Brother, Sweet Guluva is going to win that money. He must win 100,000. He must just contribute, you know.
Yes.
He must contribute and make that 2 million, because yeah, it's a lost cause now, and I just don't want Big Brother to come back anymore. It's become toxic, and you know what? It's all fun and games, but now they are trying to ruin people's lives, which is just not funny. So it must come to an end now. Must come to an end.
Thank you so much, True.
Yes.
Thank you so much for your contribution. Thank you.
All right. And I saw your birthday month is over, but enjoy the rest. I hope you get more presents and enjoy more festivities for your birthday.
Thank you so much.
In the coming days.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you.
All right, Jory.
All right, bye. Okay, let's speak with Mel Z. Yes, let's speak with Mel Z.
Okay, good evening.
Hi.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Where are you from? Morning, afternoon, evening.
You're welcome.
Okay, so now I've listened to you all speak, and I don't know how to put it, but I think you're trying to trivialize what she's doing. In the sense that I'm just trying to imagine, True made an instance now, and she said Bravo B, and they put Bravo B's picture and what's the name? Jojo doing, and they said this is flirting, and this is what's it called? This is maybe molestation. I don't know what it is. Now the point is, in this case, if you've had someone personally, maybe like a male figure, that something similar has happened to in real life, in the real scene, let's leave the games. I'm not in support of maybe, I like Sweet Guluva, I like Jojo, I like every housemate. I try to come from a point of view of an open mind. But at the end of the day, there are rules that guide this show. There are rules that guide the show. When Yolanda was evicted, was disqualified last year, everybody will have contrary things to say. Yolanda's fan will come from the point of view like, what did she say? What did she do? Bravo B2 will have people who say, he didn't mean it. He was just talking. She is just talking. But what Jojo is saying, they are not how would I put it? Yes, Sweet Guluva might allow her in her space at the moment. But what she is translating to everyone, every other person, is totally different from what is happening at the moment. We've seen her go through the racist part of it too, while she was talking. Maybe she's just careless with her words. But at the end of the day, ignorance is not an excuse in the court of law. Now, Bravo B's case, are you trying to say that what Jojo is doing, even though it's a crush, when Yolanda had a crush too, and maybe she vocalized it, maybe she was not in a sober state, and she just said what she felt she wanted to do, and she was disqualified. KB, what's her name? The girl disqualified earlier in this show too. Are we going to say, is it only Jojo now that we want to make a case look like, why are everyone against her? This is not the case. If you've had someone personally who might have gone to jail because of things being said negatively against them, then maybe you have a rethink about what you're trying to trivialize. It is a game. We are coming from an open mind. We all want to enjoy the game. At least some people prank. We've seen pranks happen in the show. We've seen a lot of things happen. Now, let me go back to when Perry was being bullied too during Alex's time. I know you came for Alex. You were like, what's she doing? It is a game. Why don't we just take it that, it's a game and she's just doing it because it's a game? There are things that are personal beyond the show. And we just need to address it from that point of view. Now, tagging everyone, maybe I might be against it, but the show organizers should address the issue. Because at the end of the day, if there are no videos and things to vindicate the individual, we won't know the truth. It's easy for people to believe a woman. It's easy. I know of one of my staffs whose dad was put to jail. It was just, maybe when was that we just, the girl was saying, your dad was touching me, the girl was about 16, and from later on when we had what the girl has done, that even her mom has taken her for abortion twice. Before that, before she got to the age of 16. So we are trying to say, well, dad didn't have sex with the girl, but at the end of the day, we don't know what happened behind closed doors. And the minor was trying to say that he never raped her, he didn't do anything, he didn't do anything with her, but no one is listening. They're like, a teenage girl is in your abode and touched in hand. He kept saying he didn't do it. It was just dismissed. When was that? When the parties involved refused to come to court. But the man this case happened since 2018. And I'm just talking about 2024 when the man was released. So I'm not expecting I'm not saying that you can have your own point of view. It's a game, fine. But at the end of the day, it is reality of life.
Okay, Mzansi.
You also mentioned it.
Mzansi, yes, sorry, because yes, I have some questions I want to ask, because I don't know if you can see the comment section on YouTube. Quite a lot of people are actually very confused about what it is exactly that Jojo has done. And the cases you mentioned, Alex, Yolanda, what's the other one's name? Bravo B. I mean, we all know that these are different situations and the contexts are quite extremely different. So the question I have for you now is, what exactly did Jojo do to Sweet Guluva that is sexual harassment? Wait. Let me ask you all the questions that you can answer. So that's number one question. What exactly did Jojo do to Sweet Guluva that is sexual harassment. That's number one. Number two, what exactly is this thing that you are saying that Jojo is doing that is the same as a rape case or rape situation?
Rape case? Who said a rape? Did Yolanda rape the person in question? Did Bravo B rape the person in question? These are words of mouth. They are the intentions they had. They vocalized them.
Okay, so what exactly did Jojo do and say?
Yes, you mentioned it. Now let's go to Jojo's case. In Jojo's case, she's taking every gesture as maybe his interest and sexualizing it. And going ahead to say, oh, I want to ride on him, I want to fuck him, I want to do this. Oh, he did it to me, he touched me under the. We're not saying now. The point now is that there are scenarios she emphasized. Let's take the ice cream case, for instance, while he was seated and he said, oh, is that ice cream? Oh, let me have a taste. Oh, he took the ice cream, it had some of the ice, and he gave her like, okay, I don't know what it is. Then she went back to her people and said, oh, he wanted her to join him under the duvet, but she said no. Like, okay, you are creating a scene to others. The person in question doesn't even know the gravity of what you're saying behind him. He might just be taking it as, oh, okay, fine. Let's say he knows, okay, it's from a point of view that he knows she has a crush. Indirectly, he has mentioned severally in the midst of conversations that, oh, I'm a one-woman's man, I'm dating. If you make a move towards me and I said no, just let it be. He has made those in between, and she's always present in those conversations.
Okay, so
and that means you got the message right that, okay, this is this guy's stance within his relationship, but is friendly with you. But the case here is that you then go behind him and create scenes that, oh, it's more like, oh, he's trying to make passes at me. Oh, I'm not going to sleep on that couch again, because you went to that couch the first time. Can I join you? Maybe you just felt, okay, it's a general couch. Oh, you can. You slept on the couch. Then fine, since that day, you then went either, oh, since when did he start sleeping on the couch? It's because I'm always there. And we had it when Uyanda told him, asked him why he was always sleeping, and he said, oh, he can hardly sleep on his bed. So most like he's just awake most of the time through the night. But when he's here, he feels more comfortable sleeping. And this couch is not somewhere, what's his name, hasn't been sleeping before. But you create scenes. My point now is that she's going through some, I think there's a word used for such. It's like an erotonomia case. Like you are like paranoid delusion. So you might all trivialize it that it's a game, it's everything. No one said it's not a game. We're all watching a game. We've seen other things that captivate our attention there. We've seen other things that, are quite dramatic. But now this is consistent. You are consistent in that, like, it might come from different points of view. Maybe you're trying to paint him as a person that, oh, the girlfriend, hope you know that your man can't cheat on you. And two, you're trying to like create a scenario like, oh, this person is trying to sexualize you. And three, you yourself, you are painting a scenario that you want to sexualize him. In the sense that you're saying things like, I want to ride on his dick. Now, these things, it's when they read the rule book, when Yolanda was being evicted, those were the pointers they read out.
No. Sorry, hold on.
Okay, go and listen to.
Sorry, I'm so sorry. I had to mute you right there. I'm so sorry. Listen, one thing we're not going to do here, we're not going to flip the script. I apologize for muting you like that. But please, I enjoy our conversations more when we call a spade a spade. Let's try. I know that the urge is there to support our faith, defend our faith, but I would beg us to try as much as possible not to flip the script. You cannot compare Yolanda's situation to Jojo's situation. They are two different situations. In case a lot of you have forgotten, let's refresh our memories. Yes, Yolanda had a crush on Papa Ghost last season, but it was mixed with a lot of animosity. They both had issues. Yolanda was on a smear campaign against Papa Ghost. Papa Ghost too would hear of those smear campaigns, and he too would talk about Yolanda. So both of them, it was like a love-hate relationship between both of them. Now, there was Lerato in the picture. Yolanda did not necessarily like Lerato. Lerato, at some point, tried to get into Yolanda's space. Yolanda did not want it. She shunned Lerato. So those people had a love-hate relationship. The night Yolanda said, I'm going to fuck you, there was a build-up to that moment. There was a build-up of animosity. If you remember that whole week when they were doing a scare week, it was the theme of the week was Fear Week or something. And Papa Ghost and there was this other guy, this Sinaye, they put a rubber snake on Yolanda's bed, and then another time they put salt and this sugar, and then Yolanda did the same thing. So they were playing tit for tat, tit for tat, tit for tat. Now with Yolanda, sometimes she goes overboard. And that was where she went overboard and made that declaration. I'm going to molest you. When you make such a declaration, you are saying that you have the intention to molest someone, like to violate someone. Check the meaning of molestation in the dictionary for more context. So that is an entirely different context. The fact that you keep on referencing that, I'm sorry, it does not make sense, to be honest. And I'm just being very honest with you. Jojo's situation, I wish you had listened to when True was speaking. She made emphasis on crush. When a woman is crushing on a guy. And she said, let's assume that Jojo is not playing a game. This is how a woman or a teenager or an adult woman behaves sometimes when she has a crush on a guy. Jojo that's why I asked you, what exactly did Jojo do or say that will prove that she wants to or is actually sexually harassing Sweet Guluva? And please, let's be very careful with the way we throw around words. I know that this season, there's been a lot of usage of the word, oh, sexual harassment. This one is a rapist. This one is this one is that. But please, let's be careful. Let us understand the meaning of the word we are using and to also be careful with the context that we are using it in. Why? Because these people in the house, they are human beings and they are in a fantastical world. They are in a confined space. That is not the real world. When they come out, they will have to reintegrate into society. And this same society is waiting to drag them, to cancel them. So please, let's not put them in a situation where what they did not do, we label them with those things. And then when they come out, they're fighting for their life. Please, don't do that. Every point you are making, I hear you, but I was also struggling to really understand the connection. So I'm going to unmute you right now. I'm going to ask you again, please pinpoint exactly what Jojo is saying and doing that qualifies as her sexually harassing Sweet Guluva. And I'm asking this question again to give us clarity so that we understand your point. And also, I ask you another question, and I need you to be very sincere. Do you see Sweet Guluva's role in all of this? Or are you choosing to not see it? Those are the questions. I'm going to unmute you now. Please speak. Mzansi, please, the floor is yours. Okay, I don't know if we've lost her. We're just gonna have to.
I was still muted.
Oh,
was
sorry.
muted.
Sorry, I unmuted you. Sorry, maybe it's the app. Sorry.
Yeah, you muted me, so I was still muted.
Sorry.
Okay, fine. Now back to the context that I was making. Listen, I want you to also listen. I'm not saying you shouldn't have your point of view. I'm also right to have my point of view.
Not
Point
contesting.
I'm making. Listen, I never said, please, can I talk? I said, now, these issues we are having, this conversation now, is not you personally going to sexually harass sweet Guluva at the moment. You've not gone there. She has made some, maybe in some cases, yeah. The point now is that she has not maybe held his dick forcefully, kissed him forcefully. Listen, what I said is that she has been like the words she's spreading around the house.
Can I speak
Without
out? No.
please, can I talk? What is going on around him? There's a lot of conversations you are holding with others, like creating a sound. This is said in most cases. Some people go to jail just because of a sin. Someone, it's not like the situation is even happening. So what I'm saying here is that you are creating a scene around the house. Oh, he touched me, he grabbed me, he cuddled me, he did all this, he did all that. You are creating scenes. Now, the point I'm even about making is, why is no one even going to meet into that? Okay, fine. Are you really like in a relationship with this girl? Fine, that is their own. And like you said from the beginning, everyone might be playing a game and they might just want to that, oh, you're creating a scene. Oh, fine. Let's also just maybe at some point they want to pitch into whatsoever scripts. What I'm now saying in this sense, you're creating a scene on someone that is not actually doing that thing at the moment. And I said something when I was talking is that she is not on him, like maybe on him, forcefully kissing him and all of that. You're creating scenes, scenarios that are unreal, which in most cases in a court of law, I don't know if you're a legal practitioner, but I know what I'm saying.
Okay. Oh, yes.
So sorry. Let me just quickly round up.
Okay.
You asked 2 questions,
Yeah.
and I just want to quickly round up with that. I'm having calls coming, so I need to quickly round up with this so I can go back to the calls. I said don't trivialize what she's doing just because the scene is not happening at the moment. She's doing this like she's already spreading things real at the moment. Now you ask, what is sweet glow in all of this? Different cases that's come up. I'm not saying you might be throwing yourself at a man and it might just be like, okay, fine, two can play the game. Scenarios, he had made it so clear that he is dating, he's in a relationship, and things like that. There are a lot of things, even in the midst of all of this drama. The only scenario now is happening on the brown couch. No one has gone to his bed, nothing like that. Because if we're going to say, oh, maybe he's entertaining, but there are a lot of people too that have sat on that same couch. He has rested on Phil, what's that girl's name? The other girl with the P name. I don't know the pronunciation. You've rested on her, you've done other things with other people in the house. But you are the only one having a narrative with everything it does. And it is like you're something that can actually destroy him if care is not taken. So you said, oh, he tried to touch you, you moved, and at the point that you didn't allow that, he wanted you to come and join him on the couch, you didn't allow that. You see, if care is not taken, I said, and I posted something on my page, I said, see, there are scenarios that happen if you are a legal practitioner. Forget the fact that you're watching a show or it's a game to you. See it from a point of view that this could actually lead some people to destroy them. And I know scenarios where such has led people down the drain. don't trivialize things that can actually destroy people.
Okay.
So
I
that is
asked
my
you.
point.
Okay.
Actually,
What is so the question I
can I
asked
answer
you?
your question on?
The question I asked you, you haven't answered. But
Yes,
I
I
need
want
you
to answer on
to
behalf of her because she's not clarifying exactly
hold
what
on.
she did and why people are angry.
Okay. I did not want somebody else to speak until Melzi finished. But for the
Yes.
sake of time, there are other people that are in line. Melzi is not really answering the question. All right. I'm going to say this thing I want to say right now, then I'm going to move on to someone. We've established that this show is not a family show. It's not a family matter show. It's not a romantic show where people come and look for their life partners. They want to get married. And so if I say I'm dating somebody, stay clear. Don't come close to the person. This is Big Brother's house. It's a game. It's a competition. Games will be played. There's a test of personalities, right? And people would use whatever they have in their capacity to play the game to get ahead of the game, be it provocation of different levels. The other day, we talked about the different types of provocation. There's golden as a provocation, there is emotional provocation, there's mental provocation. The only type of provocation that Big Brother would respond to is when it gets physical. When another housemate, let's say, shoves another housemate or punches or slaps another housemate, that is provocation. That is also physical violence. Those are the kind of provocations we have observed that the Big Brother production team actually responds to. Aside provocation, there's also mind games. Nate has been playing mind games from day one. Jojo now is playing mind games. And I've explained and explained. I'm tired, so I'm going to let Puchu explain. But the question I wanted Melzi to answer, which she did not answer, is this. I'll ask it again for the benefit of anybody that wants to come and say, oh, Jojo is doing this and that. What exactly is Jojo doing in this game? What exactly is she doing that translates to her trying to sexually harass Sweet Guluva? That's number one. Number two question: do you people see Sweet Guluva's role in all of this, or you choose to not see it and then you choose to put all the blame on Jojo? I'm going to move on now to the next speaker, Karupa on YouTube. Let's hear your thoughts, please.
Good afternoon, Glory. How are you?
Fine, thank you. You're welcome.
I'm good. A belated happy birthday.
Mm-hmm. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Firstly, before I begin, I want to say that production they don't have a backbone. Production this season they showed us that they don't have a backbone. They are allowing viewers to control their show.
Mm-hmm.
And moving on to the Jojo story case, I I am in love with what Jojo is playing. She is playing a fantastic game. She is giving us content of what we want. We don't want boring shipping content.
Mm-hmm.
We wanted a show and she's delivering. And these people that are slut shaming here on social media, these people they don't really watch the show. These people are the people that watch the show through social media.
Mm.
And what else? I also wanted to say that when we are watching when you are watching Big Brother show, we should be open minded. We should not watch with our emotions.
Absolutely.
And if you want to learn on how to be open minded, watch Glory Elijah. Glory Elijah will teach you on how to be open minded because even Africa, even what is this? Africans, we don't deserve a Big Brother show.
Ah, my brother.
We don't even. I even saw on Ebuka's Instagram story where he posted an American host for Big Brother America, where the host was saying no, she wants were these two housemates to make it to the top two, and Ebuka was like, if I were to say that, Africa will be on top of my case.
They will crucify Ebuka and his family, especially his wife. I'm telling you.
Imagine. And that's all I wanted to say. And plus also, man, what is this? Plus my neighboring country, South Africa, they don't deserve a Big Brother show. They don't deserve because all they want is just shipping content. They just want shipping content.
Period.
And yeah, that's all I wanted to say.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Karupa. Thank you so much for your contribution. I'm going to move on to the next speaker
Plus,
now, Darren.
Glory,
But yeah,
I'm sorry to interrupt. Plus, what is this? What is under Muzi and Buzi's eviction show? This post eviction, eh?
uh,
Under his under of his comments, Ashley fans are attacking him. Kama, yeah, you Ashley's ancestors are working. What? So they wanted Muzi to nominate who that day.
exactly.
It is a show, guys. Let's move on. Ashley is not a show. Ashley was not the show. Why are we making this whole Big Brother Mzansi season 5 about Ashley and Sweet Guluva? There are other
Exactly.
housemates also that are giving us content. Nate, Nsuku, Uyanda, Swiss.
Hmm. All right.
Thank you, Sweet.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to read this comment quickly, and I would love your reactions, ladies and gentlemen. Lucia, thank you so much for this comment. Lucia is asking, why did Sweet Guluva ask Jojo to wash his beards? Couldn't he do it himself? I co-ask. I multi-ask. I internationally ask. Didn't Sweet Guluva have 2 hands to wash his beards? Sweet Guluva gives free haircuts to the guys on Saturdays. Why didn't he ask any of the guys to wash his hair? That's a very valid question. Because when we're talking about Jojo did this, Jojo did that, the person that is receiving it, is he a child? Is he a baby? That's a question. Let's speak with Darren. Hello, Darren. How are you? You're muted. Unmute your mic,
Hi,
please.
Glory. Happy happy birthday. I know yesterday was your birthday. I'm wishing you many, many more years, gracious years to come.
Amen.
And I pray that God will continue to bless you, give you good health, long life, and you
Amen.
continue to go from strength to strength. God will give you more wisdom. And
Amen.
I'm so proud of you. Happy birthday.
Thank
Anyways,
you so
let's
much.
focus on the better now. You know, this week has been the most, I want to say Glory, the most chaotic, romantic, I don't know. Honestly, this week, yeah. So maybe we'll go straight to the point. All right. Number one, I want to say with this Jojo situation with Sweet Guluva, I want to just maybe if we take ourselves back reflecting, right? I feel like it's not about the actual, because many viewers are not. I know some viewers are very emotional, right? And I understand that. So when Ashley was in the house, when Sue Guluva was with Ashley, they were just doing the Love Island, call it Love Island. They were not actually giving us anything. I'm sorry, you understand? But another yes, actually have a bigger fan base outside. But we're just eating, sleeping, and just kissing, doing this, doing that. They don't give us any show. This is Emilio. Emilio is for a reason. That's what we were trying to say. Because the topic, Emilio means fire. You cannot come to a show. It's not a vacation. You have to give viewers say something to talk about. Same as Jojo. So I don't know why people are coming for Jojo. Yes, Jojo, because of before Jojo was with Ezra and Nsuku, right? Before they got evicted. Yes. So this girl now kind of like look for another strategy by Guluva. You get what I mean? To give us a storyline. As you said, any person, even me, if I'm going to a show, right, I need to have a strategy to go to give the viewers. You get what I mean? I say either personality, but not physical violence. No, but there are different strategy you need to use. You get what I mean? So personally, I feel like I don't know why people are so emotional, and I don't know why viewers and especially actually fans are telling the production, oh, disqualify Jojo, disqualify this, and just like people, why? It doesn't make any sense to me, Glory. Honestly. You do get what I mean? This is a show. This is a show. This is actually a show. People come there. If it's Jojo's strategy, if it's Jojo's game, yes. Let her play it. Let her play it. If she play it, like people will say she's a furniture. If she does it, people will say she's a furniture. Then what is the problem? I'm even love to see my Guluva boy like this. I love him so much. At least now we can all see that Sweet Guluva is coming out from his shelf. He is coming out of his shelf. But before he was Ashley, he was always, I don't know, viewers, fans are saying disqualify Jojo. For what? Please, guys, please don't come for me. Don't come for me. Please, I'm begging you guys. I'm just trying to have my own opinion. Anybody else has their own opinion. But no boss, no viewer, whosoever, actually fan or whatsoever, don't have any right to say disqualify Jojo. Jojo is playing her game. It is a game, guys. She's not the furniture. She don't want to be a furniture. That's the fact. Let me go to this person. Melino. Glory, let me talk about Melino. Glory, should I tell you, should that be fair? That last envelope, challenge, that was last time that they found, Swiss found the envelope and the rest of the housemate found the envelope. I was thinking maybe Biggie will bring like something that can ginger us. You know what I mean? Something that can be like, because people are wasting our time for nothing. We're having high blood pressure. We're all over the place. This, even though yes, for the buying, I'm like, Big Brother boiler room is for high stakes and jeopardies. Then what are they going there to buy stuff? Is it a supermarket?
It's in the supermarket. But that's their own way of slashing the money. Maybe we said we want the winners to go with 100,000 rands. That's what we want.
Because that Wednesday, I think Wednesday, Big Brother made us, my heart was pumping. Boom, 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 boom. As if something will happen for the boiler room. I want to see Big Brother say, chop again. That's like, hey, Big Brother, keep us for viewers. Our heart is pumping. What nonsense is this? That was just this. I don't get it though. These people, I don't get this production of a thing. Honestly. But I want to also say, people, I know I've watched during the show. I know that Uyanda has been quite this time, because Uyanda is my favorite, as you know. Uyanda has been quite low. I don't know why. Maybe some housemates are coming to him, or maybe he feels like things are too much for him in the house. Because Uyanda is someone that he doesn't talk too much. He keeps to his lane. He's respectful. But if you come for him, you come for you. Yeah, Glory. Honestly, I feel like this show is. Honestly, this is the real Emilio. I'm loving it. Nsuku is giving her own. People is giving her own. People is giving her own. You know, this. I'm enjoying it. At least something that we can talk about. You get what I mean? You cannot be in the show like the Big Brother Nigeria last year. They were furnitures. They were just there. They don't give us any drama. Big Brother will bring Makiwa. Big Brother will bring the Dia Arusi. Big Brother will do this. Ebuka will scatter table. Ebuka will bring all kind of things. But what? They will still be like that. So let them allow Jojo to play her game, and let them allow everyone to play the game. Yes, but no physical violence is not acceptable or whatsoever. You know, whatsoever language is unrelated in Biggie's house and the rules. So let Jojo play her game. Jojo is a very smart girl. She's only 22. Yes, honestly, I mean, know that when she leave the house, she may need some advice. You get what I mean? Or some kind of like some therapy to kind of like, you know, she's just young. And, you know, to be young, going into that show, it's meeting different personalities, you know, characters and all of that. You get what I mean? Even though she's naive, but she's intelligent. And I like her for that anyways. I really like her for that. So for the Melino ticket, so Glory, I was so shocked that Melino, I don't want Melino to define. I'm sorry, for me. Sorry. I want him to go. What is part of the banker boys now? The banker, he needs to go. Honestly.
You know what? Tomorrow will determine if Melino will be in the finals or not. I'm not even concerned about that. The only thing I'm concerned about is if Melino does not survive eviction tomorrow, who then gets the tickets? Because remember, he has already purchased it. So is the ticket going to become invalid, or will Big Brother, because Big Brother said if he does not survive eviction, he'll give him further instructions. So I'm thinking Big Brother might tell him to give the ticket to anybody of his choice, or whether they will give him the 250K. But it's not possible because he has already paid for the ticket. So
it's
my own
in the bottom three. I've seen the poll. I've seen the voting poll. It's in the bottom three.
So my own concern is if he gets evicted, if Big Brother now tells him give the ticket to someone, who will he give? Imagine he gives it to Pinile.
How? But Pinile is leaving too as well. What are we talking about here? She's all those furnitures are here on Smash Africa on Monday. And how, guys, Big Brother has put all the furnitures up. They need to clear the house. They are just occupying space for nothing. They are actually furnitures, and they need to clear the house. I'm not coming for anybody's faith. Come for me. I give you boom boom boom. I give you blow blow blow. Yes, they are not giving anything, and they need to leave the house. I say it, Glory Elijah say it. Please listen, guys. Listen to all fast. I don't know who come for me. You guys will listen. They need to come out from the house. What are they giving? Eat and sleep. The only people that give us something in the house talk. Nsuku is giving us. Yes, we know she's being rich herself. I love her because of the matter situation. Nsuku Can you remember when Mata was evicted? Glory, do you see the way Mata was evicted? Suku was sitting down. She don't care. She don't even care about who Mata. That is something that you should show that this girl is real. You don't fake it behind the bush. She don't hug Mata. I just like the girl. She's the second Uyanda of the season. Yeah.
All right. Thank you, Darren. Thank you so much.
That's my own point and everything. But Gloria, I wanted to just send your thing. I know I've been struggling to send your thing since I've been talking about, to send your thing. I've been finding different ways.
Darren, I've told you, if you want to send any contribution, if you check the live, you'll see an icon for thanks. I think that's how it is on YouTube.
I tried it last time.
Exactly. So you can use that. You can click on the icon and you can follow up with the rest from there. All right. But thank you so much. Thank you.
Happy birthday, enjoy your day, and many, many more blessings. And thank you for doing a good job. Your analyzation is on top notch. I don't know whosoever say you're not top notch, but keep up the good work, Glory. Nobody should come here and say Glory is not doing anything, but you're actually doing amazing. Production is here. Whosoever is here, keep it up, Glory, because you're actually doing a great job, and we do appreciate that. God bless you. Have a good Saturday.
Thank you so much, Darren. God bless you real back. Thank you so much. All right, guys. We're going to move on to the next speaker now. But before we move on, I saw some people coming for me, like when I said that, when somebody asks a question, that why did Sweet Guluva, ask Jojo to wash his hair and his beard? And some people are like, oh, Glory, you're not being fair. He did not ask her. He asked Martha first. Uyanda offered, but Jojo overtook him because she had an agenda. Other people said, no, Jojo took it upon herself because she has an agenda. Okay, fine. Let us say we agree together that Sweet Guluva did not ask Jojo directly to wash his hair and his beards. But instead, Jojo offered to wash it. Let us put the blame now on Jojo, that she offered to wash the beards. The question is, did Jojo use one of all those productions microphone cord to tie Sweet Guluva's neck and his legs and his hands like a goat, and then drag him to the laundry area, carried his face and buried it in her bosom, used towel to cover his head and be cleaning his head? Did Jojo drag Sweet Guluva like a goat to go and wash his head and his beard? That's a very simple question now, because now I'm trying to rephrase the questions. Yeah, since we want to think like babies, let us reason like babies together. Did they tie Sweet Guluva like a goat, or is it biltong? Did they tie him like biltong and drag his neck and his leg and his hands to laundry area to go and wash his hair? When Jojo was washing his beard and the guy stretched his face like he wanted a kiss, did Jojo tell him, Sweet Guluva, extend your lips now, act like you want a kiss? Oh yeah, look at me. Since we are infantilizing, because that's what people are doing. You are infantilizing Sweet Guluva. You are creating this image of a very naive, gentle guy who does not know anything, and Jojo is the one controlling him. Are you guys for real? Jojo is the one that volunteered to wash him. Okay, so is his mouth paining him to say, no, Jojo, thank you, I don't want you to wash my hair. No, Jojo, thank you, I don't want you to do anything. Because now you guys are making it look like Jojo did not have Sweet Guluva's consent to wash his hair and his beard. Jojo forced him. Oh my goodness. Oh my God, Sweet Guluva is so weak. He's so fickle. Oh my God, Jojo is such a giant, that tiny short woman. People are making it look like she's Goliath that dragged and bundled Sweet Guluva like one big fat goat to the laundry area to go and wash his beard. So when Jojo carried his face and said, okay, let me clean your hair, and this guy literally like, English will not destroy me. When this guy sunk his face inside her bosom, because Jojo is blessed with a full chest, put his face in her full chest. The towel was covering, we don't know what the guy was doing, we don't know whether he was sleeping or whether he was daydreaming about Ashley, whilst his face was deeply buried in Jojo's bosom. But now it is Jojo's fault. Are you guys hearing how ridiculous this whole thing sounds? Come on. It's ridiculous. Jojo volunteered, she forced herself. I saw a very interesting comment, and that comment completely mirrors exactly what I said a few minutes ago. And I totally agree with this lady that posted this comment. Let me look for that comment and read it out. The lady said, oh, Jesus, let me see this comment. Hold on, guys. Hold on a second. The person said that what we are seeing right now is Sweet Guluva's real strategy. His real strategy is him being the silent Mr. Reese. You know, his strategy is to be in a ship. And that's exactly what I told you people a few moments ago. I said that Sweet Guluva's strategy is now very obvious. For him, it doesn't matter whether he's in a ship with Ashley or any other person. He wants to be in a ship because he knows the advantage of being in a ship. The day Ashley was evicted, 2 days later or 3 days later, Big Brother brought Ashley's her photo to hang on the wall in that their eviction hall of fame. That's what I call it. And Nate was asking Sweet Guluva, who approached who? You know, who made advances to who? Like she was asking Sweet Guluva, did you ask her to be your girlfriend? I'm paraphrasing. And Sweet Guluva said he did not, that, you know, they just moved to each other. And Nate was like, you are Mr. Reese. What that conversation was about was that Nate wanted to know if Sweet Guluva officially asked Ashley to be his girlfriend. And Sweet Guluva was telling Nate that he did not, that Ashley moved to him and he liked her back, and so he went with the flow. I'm paraphrasing. Those were not his exact words, but that was the conversation they were having. And it also reminded me of the Monday of that Valentine week. Ashley and Sweet Guluva, they were having some sort of argument outside, beside the pool. Ashley was telling Sweet Guluva that, oh, and so now I'm your girlfriend. Did you officially ask me out? Did you officially ask me to be your girlfriend? And Sweet Guluva was like, I know I did not ask you, but you are my girlfriend. You are my girlfriend. So Sweet Guluva, at that point in time, had not officially asked Ashley to be his girlfriend. And that was the same thing that Nate was querying him about, although it was a jovial conversation. So what we are saying now is this guy understands what he is doing. He knows he is playing the shipping game, the shipping card. He knows it's working for him. So he's avoiding fights and confrontations so that he continues to receive all the love and support from shippers. He sees it's working. And so now he's putting himself into this whole Jojo thing, but he's acting like he's not doing anything, whereas he's encouraging all of our advances. Anyways, I'm going to stop talking. Let's speak with S. Cuckoo. Hello, sis.
Hi everyone. Hi Glory. Happy birthday. This is still your birthday week, your birthday weekend. So hopefully you're going to still have a lot of fun.
Yes, you're welcome. Thank you so much. And S. Cuckoo, thank you so much for your gift. Guys,
My
she was the one that woke me up with a pleasant surprise on the day of my birthday. I still can't get over it. Thank you so much, S. Cuckoo. God bless
no,
you
you
abundantly.
deserve it and you deserve to have fun. You deserve to enjoy yourself and may God continue to bless you and continue to
Amen.
make his face shine upon you, honestly. And
Amen.
you need everything to relax after all this stress, especially like this one today. Jesus of just I joined
Voila.
halfway in, and all I could see was Glory coming close to the camera. I was like, "This is serious. This is oh, oh my god!" And it's so funny how I don't know what people think or how they think that they are trying to. I don't want to call it tarnish Jojo's name, but it's more like they are so blind to what is actually going on.
Mm-hmm.
They've completely. This show is not about who dating or anything like that. That Jojo is having a strategy. She has seen
Mm-hmm.
how shipping was able to help Ashley and Sweet Gulliver. So she's going to
Mm-hmm.
add herself in that ship and create highlight for herself.
Mm-hmm.
One thing I do know is sexual harassment is something that is unwanted. in this situation, Sweet Guluva never unwanted that whatever was happening to him. He was helping her to put the head in his bosom. He was helping her to do anything, to wash the beard, wash this place, wash that. So how was that unwanted? Whether she's adding Maggie pepper to what actually happened, that is not even the point. The point is Sweet Guluva wanted it too. It was not unwanted. So this is not a case of sexual harassment. Period.
Period.
And then they come up with some cheap, played out lines of money is sweet because they want to borrow from money is married from BBN9. Hey, God. They better come up with something more original. This is money.
The money is sweet.
It's just unbelievable. As soon as I saw it, I was like, what kind of lame played out line are they trying to? They couldn't even think of something more original. What is this? Even if you want to support the Sweet Guluva, think of something else.
For real.
Oh my God. It's just unbelievable how people's minds work. It's like they see something, but they choose to just be blind to it.
Yeah.
I'm grateful for True, for Dee from Twitter, who they were very objective about whatever they were talking about. They were open-minded. They shared their points. They saw both sides. They answered questions that you asked. For what is it, Melvis? I hope she really goes back and reflects. I know she was trying to run away because I don't think she said I have calls coming in. Nothing like that. I think she's trying to run away because she knows they were going to come for her, and she knew Darren was coming.
Oh Lord.
So
oh Lord.
I think for Melvis, or I don't know if it's Melvin or Melvis. I wish she can just. I think she spoke before in the past when Ashley was eliminated, and she had said she was an Ashley fan. So we already know that. And I wish she can just step outside of being an Ashley fan and wishing for that Ashley and Sweet Guluva ship, that she can be able to see what is true and what is in front of her, because she did not even answer any questions. It's like you have your point, you don't care, and you keep riding on that point regardless of what the actual situation is.
Exactly.
No, they better, and like I will help you to plead with Big Brother to continue slashing this prize money. Hopefully we send our own emails. They better bring some 100,000 rand boiler room products for next week. Oh, Glory. Thank you so much. And you have been part of a staple of my week. And it's like everything. And you don't even need to apologize to us. Like, who was the one I think it was Dee who said it. Like, you don't need to apologize to us. As soon as I did not even expect you to come and give a video that day. You were supposed to go around, have fun, and celebrate that one and take that one day off. Everybody deserves the day off just to relax, and you deserve it because you've been given your undiluted feedback constantly. So you really deserve it, and may God continue to guide you and bless you. Thank you so much, everyone. Wish you all a wonderful weekend, and may God continue to be with you all.
Thank you so much, Eskuku. Thank you so much. God bless you abundantly. Thank you so much. As I said before, I still can't get over your surprise. And I've just been praying for you ever since that day, that the way you just pleasantly surprised me, that God does the same for you, for that thing that you are waiting for. Thank you so much. I am grateful. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Okay, guys, let's speak with Mara Nuva. Hi.
Sorry.
Hello.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. You're welcome. How are you too?
I'm so happy. Apparently, we do share a birthday month. I didn't know. I did not know. The last time I was on your platform, I was bawling like a kid because I was so triggered.
Oh my God. It's you.
So that was my birthday gift. I was so happy, like, oh my God, I do share a birthday month with this beautiful, gorgeous lady. I was so
Oh
happy.
my
I
God.
was so happy like a kid. Now,
Oh my God.
how are you?
What's your date? What's your date?
First, I usher in the month for the rest of us, 1st of February.
Oh my God. Listen, I'm sending virtual hugs to you right now.
Thank
Virtual
you.
hugs. Wow.
Yeah,
Happy
and
birthday.
happy
Birthday twin.
birthday twin. How are you? How are you doing?
I'm
How's your
doing
men-
great. I'm doing
how's your
great.
mental health?
Great. I mean, fantastic. I am doing fine. Thank you.
Oh, that is awesome. Um, I've missed you. I had to take a moment and go back. I had to go back to therapy actually.
Oh,
Because
nice.
yeah, it opened up my eyes to a lot of things, and I was like,
Hmm.
I need to continue working the journey, and I'm a bit better. I'm grateful for that.
Hmm. I'm
I
happy.
am going to talk in regards to fans and the perception when it comes to viewing the show.
Hmm.
And each year, each whenever there's the show comes on, I always get disappointed because I remember that we have a long way to go when it comes to
True.
learning.
True.
And one thing that always resonates in this season of Big Brother is that comprehension is one thing,
True.
communication is one thing, comprehension is another thing. People will
True.
always have their perception, people will always want to understand what they want to understand,
True.
and people will always make decisions based on the emotions that they have.
True.
I've seen someone say equate to gossiping as sexual harassment, and I actually wrote, I'm triggered, really
Hmm.
triggered, because it's actions like that that will land people in trouble and make someone literally reputation. It takes years to build a reputation, and it can
Mm-hmm.
be destroyed within seconds. I
Hmm.
want to ask one thing. When when someone comes to me with sexual advances or they're attracted to me in one way or another, I knowing from where I'm coming from and what I have and the demons that I fight, I will tell them I am sorry, but I'm not in a position to reciprocate your advances or
Mm-hmm.
permit this thing to go further because unfortunately I'm not in the same headspace.
Hmm. Exactly.
As a human being, you're in a position to allow advances, whether it's flirtatious or friendly, whatever it is. You will tell the person, I'm sorry, but I know you might have, with your actions, there's a possibility you're gravitated towards me or you're attracted towards me, but I'm sorry, I
Mm-hmm.
don't feel the same way. And what you do is you put a very firm boundary. And
Mm-hmm.
trust me, people will listen to those boundaries.
Mm-hmm.
Because one thing I've come to realize that rejection is a painful thing. They will get offended, they'll get sad, they'll get whatever. But at the end of the day, you have placed a very firm line and you've told the person, I am not interested in your advances. You do not
Yes.
encourage those advances. You put a
Mm-hmm.
boundary, you put a line, do not cross this line. That
Mm-hmm.
is one thing that Guluva has failed to do with Jojo. If
Exactly.
I don't like you like that, I'm not putting my head on your bosom, your
Mm-hmm.
chest. If anything, if you touch me, there's a difference when someone touches you and you feel the same energy because it's welcomed and you feel nice.
Mm-hmm.
But when it's unwanted, there's this arc feeling that you have. So you really don't want them to even touch you.
Mm-hmm.
Now, my understanding is if you're able to wash your face, you can be able to wash your beards. You don't
Mm-hmm.
need somebody to come and assist you do that.
Exactly.
Now, the attraction is there. Jojo, as some based on how she's acting towards this gentleman, I believe she's attracted to him in one form or another. And I think the guy recognizes that there's an attraction there, and this lady kind of feels him. What I might have a problem with in regards to Jojo is sitting down with people and having conversations about it and probably fantasizing what she would like to do and everything. That in itself, she might say it innocently, but the people are going to receive it differently.
True.
And to that, even people online have received it differently. Now they're calling for, he said her head to be on the silver platter because she made it clear that she likes the guy. And now they're equating gossiping to sexual harassment or should be disqualified, this and that. Fans, I need you guys to understand your words, your actions are capable of either building somebody up or tearing them down beyond repair. When you start peddling a narrative that simply because someone is attracted to a person and probably they play under the duvet and the other person is reciprocating the same energy, and you start insinuating that the person is being sexually harassed, there's some people who will take that narrative and run with it, and she will come out of that show, and trust me, they are not going to treat her the same. There are those who will take it as, no, I think this is being extreme. And there are those who will take it as, yes, she was actually sexually harassing that guy because he didn't. The guy seemed to enjoy the advances. He's not acting like he's uncomfortable. So as fans, we need to be very mindful of how we get on our keyboards and the stuff we print or type online. It's not good. And I said this, I remember in our last live, that what they did to Body B was going to shape the course of the show. And it did. Production gave into the demands of the fans because they negated the fact that that lady could not understand how someone who went through what they went through, at the same time, her actions in the house did not depict like somebody who, there was something that was not adding up. And that question that she did ask from a point of wanting to learn made her get sent home. And even when Ashley survived, she was never the same because she recoiled. She decided she's not, giving content or engaging. And I remember her saying that she will keep her opinions to herself. And that is exactly what she did. She started playing it safe. This is what happens when a production company is at the mercy of brand deals, sponsorships, and listening to fans. This is what happens when production do not let fans come in and be the authentic self. Because for a long time, I've been under the belief that most of the housemates that come into that house, they are given a script or a narrative that they're supposed to peddle to the rest of us to make the show interesting. And what is happening right now is what will always continuously to happen because we'll be given mediocre content. Big Brother franchise in Africa has not gotten to the level whereby we are going to peddle the love narrative as the West. We haven't gotten that. I think Teddy and Bambi are the only relationship that survived Big Brother, and they got married and they have a very beautiful family.
Yeah, there's Kathy and Gidoni as well. Yeah.
Thank you. But as compared to Europe and the States, they have a lot of successful Big Brother relationships that blossomed there and flourished, and they're dating and everything. For crying out loud, these are strangers who have met in the house. They don't know each other from a can of Adam. The loyalty they have is to themselves. The loyalty they have is to take the prize home. No one has loyalty of, what they say, Sweet Guluva used to be with Ashley, and now that Ashley is out, let me respect my. If Jojo at all really is obsessed and really likes the guy, do you think she's going not to shoot her shot simply because Ashley was there first? And do you think that Sweet Guluva is not going to entertain the advances that is brought to him, because that in itself, it's content coming to him. So he's going to allow it to happen. Why? Because he wants to be in the minds of viewers. So let's, as fans, let's be very, I don't want to believe that we don't have brains that function. And I've always said, if you want a show where it's very analytical and people are not ruled by emotions, this is the show to come at and get to see the show on a different view.
Thank you.
And I get disappointed all the time because this is a platform that everyone has an opportunity to not only, and me, I always say, the biggest seller on Big Brother is you as an individual, showing brands what you're capable of doing, what you're blessed with, your intellect, your emotional intelligence, your strategy. Are you a strategic planner? I mean, even the supplies these people get in the kitchen to cook, to feed their tummies, and the food they're taking and, hoarding in their closets or where they had them under the mattress and everything. Those are brands that need to sell their products. Why are you not using that opportunity to make this brand of eggs stand out to the rest brand of eggs? While you're cooking it, you can be singing along some fantastic song, and yes, it's based on your culinary skills. But if you say, oh, this is the sweetest egg I've ever tasted, you think the brand is not going to say, let me look at Melino and see. He said, and when you're coming out, there are brands that are aligning to work with you. It's not about the money that you hope to get, but it's the platform. You've been given a platform on a silver platter to utilize it to sell yourself as a business influencer. I believe that those supplies they're getting, they're probably those who volunteer to supply food to the housemates. And even if Big Brother, they're buying them, even if they're doing the show, the shopping cart and everything, it's an opportunity. It's an opportunity. Stop looking at the grand prize and look at the journey. Take the journey. Utilize the journey to make yourself stand out, to align yourself with brands and businesses such that when you're coming out, they see you as someone they would love to work with. Kissing, the kissing part of it, I do not understand, for the love of God, how you meet a stranger in less than a week, you're exchanging salivas. Me, that part I do not understand. Not everyone is a clean freak. I do not understand I don't get it. Use that opportunity. You do not have to go the relationship way. You do not have to be a narcissist for people to like you. You don't have to be toxic for people to like you. You don't have to be disrespectful for people to like you. You don't. Right now, I see Nate, I see a manipulator, somebody who really is good at playing with people's minds. But can she use that in a positive way and not a negative way? There's the lady that likes to do makeup.
Mandy.
Baby girl, that is a very good opportunity. People get married every weekend. People have opportunities for business. They want to show up in awards and business setups on point, makeup on point. I only know her for victim mentality, and sadly that's how I see her, because every time she's crying about something, she's haggling about something, she's upset because she doesn't want when her makeup is complimented, she doesn't want when she's told she has a beautiful skin, and please give us your beauty regimen so that we can see if we can be able to at least get half of what you have. So what do you want? Don't talk about my makeup. Don't compliment it. Don't do, baby girl, really. And we cannot always be, negative and toxic and everything. Remember, when you take your laptop, whether it's your phone or your laptop or your desktop, as you sit down and tap that rubbish, trying to pull somebody down because you want your faith to win. These are people's kids. I am for accountability and reprimanding somebody with love. With love. Baby girl, or the people who are handling so and so. This, I think our brother or our sister is going wrong in this and this and that. And I was one of the people who said, when KB pulled whatever she pulled, I remember when Bonnie B was being reprimanded, I said what she did was very antagonistic and it was not okay. People's behind are in jail because somebody said something that was incorrect and the public ran with that narrative. My wish always for Big Brother, any franchise, whether it's Mzansi or Titans or Niger, is, as fans, it's a learning curve. It's time for you to check yourself on your ideals, on your ideologies, on your standpoint, on your integrity, on honesty. Where do you lie? When you constantly support toxicity every season, sister, brother, check yourself. Call yourself to that conference room and have a very, very serious conversation with yourself, because you need to check on yourself. What is it that makes you gravitate towards everything chaotic, everything destructive? What? This season, sadly, if there's someone I really wanted to know more, and I wish I had an opportunity so that I could understand her better, was Bonnie B. Because that lady, I like people who are blunt in a sense of wanting to talk to you directly so that they can understand from where you're coming from. And sadly, our society equates you wanting to know the reality to either being rude or being arrogant. That is one housemate that I would have really loved to see her journey, and I was so sad that her journey was cut short because of the questions she asked. Everyone else, and I have an advice on, I don't know if it's Nsuku or if it's Jojo. Respect is not demanded. How you carry yourself, and size does not matter. It was in Shini, yes. Size does not matter. Respect is not demanded. How you carry yourself, how you conduct yourself will earn you the respect that you're looking for. And sometimes shouting at the top of your voice is not going to make people listen to you. Sometimes you have to just talk in a very simple, calm, cool, collected manner, and still those who want to listen, they will listen. If you feel disrespected and you're not given an avenue to articulate yourself or form an opinion or say what is on your mind, you have an option of walking out. I don't think Big Brother will reprimand you if you decide to go to the garden and sit for 5 minutes and try and recollect yourself, especially when you feel like you're talking and no one is listening. And to the brothers and sisters that do not get your point of view when it comes to analyzing the show, I pray for them, because hey, and probably my prayers will bounce at the ceiling and come back, because sometimes I'm sorry, I'm going to use this word, and forgive me if I will offend anyone. You know, there's that idiocy that can never be eradicated by anything, even if you lash people with a belt. Some of these fanatics have that buffoonery that it really doesn't matter what you do. You can get it out of them, but it's embedded in their DNA. And my prayer every time and then is that we do better as a society. We become better. I respect kind people. I don't respect nice people, because you're just nice because you're showing me a facade. I respect kind people. And Glory, your kindness, you're a very kind human being, because the beating you take in this platform and still show people grace. Blessings to you. I am not that grown up. I am not. I am not. Thank you so much. And
Thank
God bless
you.
you. And today, may the favor of the Lord and His blessings and His love and
Thank you.
everything awesomeness, everything flourishing, everything favorable, everything mercy, everything graceful find its way into your humble abode. May you be blessed
Amen.
beyond measure. May you always
Amen.
flourish. May you always glow. May you always
Amen.
bless us with wisdom. And I thank you. I thank our Creator for the gift of giving us one individual that is smart,
Thank you.
intelligent, authentic. Authenticity misses in our world right now. And I bless you today, henceforth, forever. We thank you. Thank you so much for this platform.
Thank
And
you.
may blessings be upon you, my dear.
Thank
Now,
you.
forever, and always. And please be safe. And don't take nonsense from anyone.
Amen. Thank you
Thank you.
so much, Mara. Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much.
You're
Ah,
welcome.
my God. Sometimes I wish I could see you guys and give you guys proper hugs. Thank you so much, Mara. And you know what, here? I think my biggest joy today is hearing your voice, that you sound well. You know, the
Better.
last time you were here, the way you left off, a lot of us were broken. We wanted to connect with you. A lot of people were asking for your emails or your social media handle so that they could connect with you. And I think I put out a message. I don't know if you saw it, but we were worried. We wanted to keep in touch, wanted to connect with you. And I'd been
Oh,
hoping that you would come back. And so hearing your voice, I don't know if you saw how shocked I was. Like, I was so excited that you came back, and I'm happy you did. And you came back sounding much better. And I am happy about it.
I was
I'm
listening.
glad you're here.
I was listening in because, in as much as I was hurt and I was fighting my demons, and I was like, you know what, I'll sit at the back and just listen to various speakers come and share their opinion.
Mm.
And one of the things that I didn't want to do, because I was still, every time we'd have a live show, someone would have done something that was so triggering. And I was like, I'm not about to go there and
Mm.
have glory worried again, because I'm a very emotional human being. And I
Mm.
was like, nah, I need more time, more time, more time.
Mm.
Then today I was like, oh, nah, I have to come inside and, you know, have a fantastic interaction with this beautiful,
Yeah.
gorgeous lady, because I missed you, to be quite frank. I missed your voice. I missed this interaction. I missed it. And
That's good.
when I learned it was your birthday, I was like, let me let me come and wish her the biggest biggest birthday. I will touch base with you on IG. There's
Okay.
information I need from you because there's something I want to send over to you, and since
Okay.
it needs a physical address, uh,
Okay. Oh,
you can,
wow.
yes, give me your nearest, if it's DHL or Wells Fargo, whatever works, so that it can be
Okay.
shipped over to you. And I
That would
I
be good.
really love you.
Thank you.
Thank you, because to be quite honest, that interaction with me that day,
Yes.
it showed me that I wasn't even a quarter or even 20% into my healing journey. What I'd
Mm.
done is I'd buried what happened and
Mm.
acted as if it didn't happen, because that was my coping mechanism. And
Mm.
also, I came to the realization that that is what I do with a lot of traumatic experiences that happened to me.
Mm.
A little bit of what happened is that I lost my parents at a very young age. When I was around 4.5, 5 years old, my dad and my mom and my two siblings and I were in a car. We were going back home from the airport because dad's friend had visited. And I just remember licking ice cream when we were coming from the airport.
Mm.
And the next thing I remember was waking up in a hospital and I'd lost my entire family. I was
Wow.
about 4.5 or 5 years old.
Whoa.
And what happened to me is the uncles and aunts that used to be the support system that would visit,
Wow.
that would come to visit us and everything,
Yeah.
turned out to the people who scarred me the most, because it showed me the demonic side of human nature.
Wow.
So even in my adulthood, when I meet people, I always wait for the evil side to show up, because that is what was embedded in my brain as a child. The traumatic experience I went through was from a family. It was from somebody who I used to address as, in my culture, if my brother has, I think it's like, okay, my dad had an aunt, the sister to the mother. So the son automatically they'd call themselves brothers. Yeah, brother. So I used to see this man as my other dad, whereby I used to see him as someone who would protect me in case my dad was not there. And the most painful, traumatic thing that ever happened to me came to the person I used to see as a protector. And I saw evil from different forms, because I remember most of the time they would ask, when is she dying? I'm anemic. So there's that thing whereby as an anemic child, they wait for you. If you turn 21, before you turn 21, they'll really neglect you because they just see you as a walking corpse.
Wow.
Then yes, then after they'll be like, oh, so she, you know, she survived 21. So what next? My most painful experiences were from family, and the people who were saving grace were from strangers, people I really were not related to by blood or anything. So when I see certain narratives or when I see toxicity, it's a trigger.
Yeah.
It's something that, for the love of me, I remember that I once met someone and they're like, with everything that happened to you, if you decided to be an evil human being, we'd understand. But thankfully, God never created me like that. And I was
Yes.
like, there's no point of I making other people suffer because someone else made me suffer. That means it's projection. And if I have projection, I have to work on that projection so that I heal. Because toxic people will always ooze toxicity. Hurt people hurt people.
Yes.
And because
True.
hurt people, you need to work on your heart in order for you to be able to actually resonate and have a good rapport and relationship with people. Because as a
True.
stranger, no one should face your toxicity because other people that have nothing to do with them took you through the hurt. So what you do is you work on yourself and you become a better human being. And you empathize and you put yourself in other people's shoes so that when someone comes to you with a certain heart, you're able to resonate and understand and guide them well. And that day, it kind of showed me that I really needed therapy, because how I had coped with my heart was bury it deep and forget it ever happened. So after breaking down, I was like, oh God, you need therapy. You need to talk to somebody. You need to have a conversation. You need to peel the layers so that you can really, and you need to understand that it was not your fault. You're a child. You're not in a position to do anything at that point. And I remember you said something, because I remember when I was talking, I said, I see myself as damaged goods. And you told me, Mara, no, you're not damaged goods. You're beautiful. And you gave me an assignment. And the assignment was stand in the mirror and speak words of affirmation to myself. And I started doing that every day in the morning. I would wake up and I'd go to the mirror and I'd say, Dorothy, you're beautiful. Mara, you're smart, you're intelligent, you're loving, you're lovable. And it became a routine. And I still do that on a daily basis when I wake up in the morning and before I sleep. I do that, and I've adopted the habit of putting positive affirmations in the background, playing in my laptop near my bed as I lay down to sleep. And I want to give you your flowers for giving me the opportunity to see the work I needed to do and the journey I needed to take, because what I did was I buried it. I didn't work on it. And actually, I think my take home for Big Brother's season this year was them giving me the opportunity to realize that I needed to work on my heart and through your platform, because if it wasn't, actually, if it was, it's not for you, I would not have come to that realization, because I was triggered by the comments. I was triggered by how people were talking in regards to Bonnie B's ignorance and wanting to seek clarity. And I was like, I realized that we have a long way to go as human beings when it comes to empathy and understanding, communication and everything. And sometimes, and also what I also learned was that we have a long way to go, because how can we ask for accountability from our leaders when us ourselves we're not accountable as people? We are always on the streets. We need better leadership, better accountability. But you as an individual, if you're corrupt and rot, if you're toxic, how can you demand for empathy when you're toxic yourself? You're a toxic human being, but you want empathy from somebody else. So if you're toxic, you'll gravitate naturally towards somebody who's toxic. So what will you do? Even when you're making, what is it called? You're going to the ballot and you're deciding who is going to lead you. You're gravitating towards the idiocy. You don't see, you don't go beyond your likeness. You don't sit down. And what I will tell people is, every time we have such a show like Big Brother, please have a book, a clean book with a pen and paper, and write your thought process in relation to the person you're supporting. You'll realize a lot of things about yourself.
True.
And at the end of the season, you'll be able to know either if you're on the right path or if you need to work on yourself.
Absolutely.
And my prayer is that the people that are on your platform are intelligent and smart and loving and empathetic and kind. Like I insist on the kind, not nice. Niceness is a facade. Kind. Because when you're kind, it will dictate a lot of your actions towards someone else. You'll think before you do certain things, because if you wouldn't like it, or you wouldn't, appreciate the same thing done to you, you'll definitely not do it to somebody else. Glory, let me give other people the opportunity to come and share. I love you. I thank you. God bless you. Gorgeous with scarves, gorgeous with your wigs. I need to borrow that. I need to borrow. You're awesome.
Thank you so much.
Take care.
Thank you so much.
And
you know what,
always,
Mara? Thank you. Before I let you go, I want to
Yeah.
leave you with this.
Thank you.
Listen, every time you come to this space and you speak and you share with us, be it you analyzing the show or sharing your own life experiences with us, I do not only hear you speaking. I also see an individual who has built her life and her character brick by brick by brick.
Thank you.
What I hear is a very powerful voice. And I really do hope that in addition to therapy, that you hold on to that and see the power that you carry. Whilst you were speaking, there were a lot of comments in the comment section. People are resonating with your thoughts. They love what you're saying. They are agreeing with your positivity, with your analysis. There were just so many comments, and it just goes to tell me that I'm not the only one seeing it. So I want to applaud you for taking that bold step to going into therapy. I'm
Thank
happy
you.
with your progress. I'm happy with your progress. I'm happy with your journey. You know this thing they say about gold has to be refined from dirt before it's, put through fire, and then it comes out shining, and its value, you can't even estimate the value,
True.
and it's the one precious stone that continues to appreciate in value in life. I need you to see yourself as that. You are never depreciating. You just keep
Thank
on
you.
appreciating and appreciating,
And one
so
more thing. Um,
yeah.
I want your viewers to understand one thing. Gloria has assisted me in getting through so much, leave alone just coming in here and having conversations about Big Brother. Last year was very traumatic for me when we were going through the protest in my country, when the Gen Zs went to the streets and decided enough is enough.
Yeah.
I was so broken. And when I wanted to reach out to someone to talk to, I reached out to you. I remember I went to the private DM and I told you,
Yeah.
Gloria, I'm struggling right now. This is what is happening, and this and this. And maybe people do not understand or they don't know. When I say Glory is kind, I'm not I'm not talking from a point of fanatism or because I love her or because I'm on her platform. It's because you have assisted me in you've pulled me out of some darkest corners,
Mm.
because that was my second time reaching out to you via DM. And I was like, I'm hurt, I'm lost, I'm confused. I don't know how to handle everything. And I remember you took time to guide me, to talk to me. You responded to every concern that I had when I talked to you via IG. And I hope, it's my humble, prayer that people really see you for your authenticity of for who you truly are, and
Thank you.
realize that the when you talk about accountability and um, people measuring words and thinking through their actions, you're not saying it because you're coming, you're trying to be perfect or anything. People, Glory is the queen of accountability. If you're wrong, you're wrong. It doesn't matter the kind. Even if she loves you, she will hold you to account. And that's why I say, and what I love about you is you correct with kindness, you correct with empathy. You do not demean a person, you're not narcissistic, you're not condescending. You place yourself at where they're at and try to understand where they're coming from so that you're able to guide them correctly, rightfully, and make sure that they're on the right path. And that's why I say, I value, I appreciate, I love people who are kind.
Thank you.
Not nice. Niceness is a facade. Kind, because that is exactly who you are. That is who you're wired to be. And I know for a fact that every one of us is capable of being kind. We
Yes.
just choose not to. If you're kind, if you can be kind to yourself, you can also be kind to a stranger. You can be kind to everyone. And that's why I normally say I judge people by two things: how they treat an animal and how they treat somebody they deem is lesser than them or below their classism, as they those two things would actually make me know who you are, your character, your integrity, your persona. I For me, when you respect the person who opens your door, the person who does your cleaning, the person who cooks for you, the person who makes sure that your environment is clean, when you treat them with the same respect and kindness you'd give to a CEO, that speaks into your character.
True.
But when I see you treat somebody that you believe you can gain from them well, whereas you demean somebody who you feel is less than you. I see you as a classist, and I know your niceness or you behaving well is not because that is who you are, but it's because of the value you hope to get in the person you're being nice to.
Yeah.
Somebody who kicks a dog or a cat that has not done anything to them, also that speaks to your character,
True.
because animals are the most loving creatures under the sun that we were blessed with, especially the not the wild ones, the domestic ones. You have no business kicking a dog that it's minding its business. When you do that, I don't care how frustrated you are. Jump up and down, go and do some squats. You have no business kicking a cat or a dog. But when you do that, it shows who you truly are.
Absolutely.
Let's strive to be kind and loving and appreciative and celebrate people while they're here. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Mara. Thank you so much. Enjoy the rest of the show and the rest of the
I will.
evening. Thank you
Thank you
so
so
much.
much, Mama. Thank
Thank
you.
you.
You have a wonderful evening, and wonderful evening to everyone else, or day,
Yes.
depending on where they're listening from. And a fantastic weekend and an awesome week
Yes.
ahead to everyone.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you
You're
so
welcome.
much.
Thank you.
All right. All right. We're going to speak with Latricia now. Mr. A, I hope you don't mind. Latricia was here before, but then her network disconnected her, so I had to bring her back because she had been waiting. So I hope you don't mind, please.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right. Thank you. Thank you.
Hi, Glory.
Hi, sis. Hi. You're welcome.
Thank you so much. I still wanted to say to Mr. A, can I be Jojo and you are sweet Guluva, just for the sake of fun, just for. I haven't seen him in a long time. Every time when I'm here, he's not here. Can I be
Mr.
Jojo
A,
and
you
you
are
are
sweet
sweet
to be sweet
Guluva?
Hey.
Oh my gosh.
For the fun of it. Anyway, Glory.
Yeah.
This is my submission. Oh, the other speakers they spoke so well, so nice. Because the main topic was mostly around Sweet Guluva and
Yes.
Jojo. Before I go into that, allow me to speak about production.
Yes.
Production, it's them who started this thing. I will come to the fans. They started this thing, the production. Let's go to last year's BBMzansi. Last year, remember the Bravo B story. Bravo B said, but he did not do anything. And it was proven because he's waiting for the girls to be drunk. The girls did get drunk, but he did not even do anything. So it shows that it was just a word of mouth from a drunk man. So also those are the things that currently we are in talks with to say, what is it? Why is it always a woman who is drunk that we say cannot give consent, for example? But what about if both of them, a man and a woman, they are both drunk? Why must an exception be given to a woman? So anyway, that is a story for another. So production, they put it to themselves. That's why this year, now the fans are now staking on that, on what they did last year. Yes, Bravo B had to be called out, maybe get a double strike like Makeke and all that. But disqualification, I felt that it was not proportional because Liema did not even suspect that Bravo B is looking at him, at her in a funny way or whatever. Unless maybe if she complained to Big Brother, we didn't know. But there was never an incident, anything. The only thing that we saw is when he was saying the things that he was saying. Okay, fine. Let me close that. Let's come to this year. Okay, Ashley is out. It was a very sad exit, but then they were together with Sud Guluva, and then here is Jojo now. Jojo is 23. years old. Yes, she is a fully blown adult, but then we cannot run away from the fact that if we compare Jojo and someone who is 28 years, they are both adults, but experience-wise, Jojo cannot beat the person who's 28 years. For example, I'm talking about Sipesihle. Sipesihle, if you can remember, on the first week after Ashley left, she was also nice, calling Sweet Guluva sweetness, hi sweetness, what. They were in the same team and everything. But I guess because of the level of experience that she has, she could see that this guy is not taking my story. Although Sweet Guluva still was not harsh on on her. Oh, you understand? And so is the same thing with Jojo. Jojo, when she is with Sweet Guluva, it's nice and everything, but then there is nothing that qualifies that we can say that Jojo did. Let me talk about Jojo then. That Jojo did that shows that she's a slut. Maybe she took off her clothes or she just went to Guluva's bed without Guluva's consent. You understand? There's nothing out of that. She's only using an opportunity where as housemates they meet, maybe in a dining room or at the garden or whatever. And secondly, I don't know why are they making so much noise, because Guluva made it clear in a very polite manner to Jojo. Firstly, I think they were talking about having children, and Guluva wanted to make sure that the conversation doesn't come out wrongly. He said, I wish to have a last-born, I think a last-born daughter or a daughter who is light in complexion. He said that. So obviously, Guluva and Jojo, they are dark. So obviously, it means, Jojo, you cannot give me that light in complexion daughter. So it was an indirect and a very polite, respectful way of saying, I can't do it with you. Then secondly, I saw them, that one I saw myself on they were busy on the sewing machine or something. Sweet Guluva said to Jojo, I'm a one man, one woman. I don't know what Jojo was saying to him. That was it. And then from there, that means we can cruise, we can whatever, be together in the house and everything. But then Guluva has drawn a line. So then why are we making Jojo a slut? Because Jojo is not jumping that line. That's according to me. Is not crossing that line. Yes, she is trying to make moves and everything, but she is not crossing that line. She is having her own fanatic, whatever, fantasizing and whatever, which is okay. Everybody is entitled to that. You can do that. There's absolutely nothing wrong. Just like now I'm saying I want Mr. A to be the Guluva, I will be Jojo, because I'm trying to show that there's absolutely nothing wrong. But the fact that I like him, it doesn't mean that there is something going on, and it doesn't mean that I qualify to be slut shamed or whatever, because she really did not do anything in my view that says she did that. The only thing maybe that they can say, and I think it's human to do that, in that house they are stressed and everything, when she said Guluva asked her to sit on a couch and asking for ice cream, but that was not the thing. And you know them, Mustafans, they will get that clip and post it where Guluva only asked for ice cream and didn't ask her to sit down. But when she told her friends, she said Guluva asked me to sit down. And then yes, it's a lie, but then it doesn't change the price of bread. That lie is not a big thing. It doesn't make Guluva a bad person actually as well. You understand? It doesn't make Jojo a bad person. It's just a small anyana. The whole truth, everything that she said was the truth, but then it's just a small anyana maybe lie that he asked me to sit down. That means that's what he wished. She wished that maybe Guluva could have said, sit down with me and everything. And lastly, Guluva is smart. When he did not buy the things there, this was my understanding. I like the way you broke it down even on your video, and because I never thought of it that way, that they will drag him and everything. My thinking was that he is smart. He knows that he is there for the 2 million. Then how can I now start buying messages from the 2 million that I haven't even won, that I'm still working towards? You understand? So that was a smart choice for him and Tyrone, and especially I said big up to them, because they understand the concept that we are here for 2 million. Then how can I start eating the 2 million or spending 2 million before I even get it? So, but then also the way you put it, that if he chose Ashley, they would have dragged. I never thought of it that way, but that was spot on. It definitely that would have been the case. And then also the issue of Mbuzi. After he was out, he was not really my fave, but then I loved Mbuzi and Nsuku together, not as a relationship, but then I laughed. They were giving us this premium, I can say premium gold, I don't know what to call it, of fun. Their jokes were very, very, very funny. They were making fun. It's just that Mbuzi was not nicely audible. I don't know how I can put it in the right way. You struggle to hear him, but they were making very nice jokes. To a point that I even said, these two, if there is any production team that is watching them, they can give them a reality show that will be watched, because they are full of jokes and everything. And also, if they say this one is a furniture, this one is a what, guys, just imagine in that house having people with the character of Nsuku, Bonnie B, Mandy Hagan, and Ashley Ogle. 24 of them. What is going to happen in that house? It's going to be chaos. It's going to be chaos. So there has to be someone who is collected, who is boring, maybe who is like sweet Guluva. There has to be someone who, when it's time for cooking, is always on the pot, or when it's time for the task, they always run around. Or there's someone who is lazy. The fact that we are talking that he is lazy, it is giving life to the show. The fact that we can pinpoint that person. The reason why we pinpoint him, it's because there are those who are doing it differently. You understand? So we cannot have all these people being energetic. It's going to be chaos. It's not going to be nice. Too much of everything is boring, because we can't run away from the fact that Nsuku is very rude and she speaks her mind the way she likes. It's just that she is lucky. Her rudeness and everything, it doesn't really work against her. And then so is Ashley. She has a very dark mouth. It's just that for her, it worked against her. One can say she was outnumbered or anything, but I don't take that. I'm just saying it was unfortunate for her, as much as it was fortunate for her outside. They loved her, even with that rudeness. And she did not campaign to be loved. So it was just the thing that people just loved her. So this is a beautiful show. This thing of dragging, saying we're going to drag this one machine, and they are spoiling it. But my main point is that production spoiled it themselves last year with that issue of Bravo B. The boys were just having a boys talk, which is a boys talk that, as we speak now, there are some boys who are drunk somewhere who are saying the same thing, but they will never do it. So that's just how it happens. Yes, I agree. This one is national TV. You must be careful of what you say and everything. But then so far, I don't see anything wrong in what Guluva and Jojo is doing, because Guluva has made his point straight that I'm not going. Oh, also when Melino was asking him that, why wouldn't it be you who writes that letter? He said, because I'm in a relationship. That one, he is standing on it. He's making it clear. Jojo even said, I don't mind when the friends told her that, what if he is just using you just to push time and whatever. He said, I don't mind as long as it's him. That's beautiful. She's making a storyline for herself. Although I truly believe that she genuinely likes the guy. You understand? So, and there's absolutely nothing wrong. They're just playing a nice game. So that is all for me, Glory. Thank you so much. Oh, and happy belated birthday, my darling. Happy birthday. I forgot to send the SMS, a message yesterday. Oh, I'm so guilty.
It's still welcome. Thank you so much, sis. I appreciate. And thank you for your beautiful contribution. I totally agree with you that production, hook, line, and sinker, they have the biggest fault here. And if you think about it here, this whole thing started with season 3, Mpoa Badimo's season, the men's conference. You remember when the guys would gather at the smoking area, the fire pit, and they would have conversations, and then they started giving the women names like, oh, this one is Peach, this one is Butter.
Yes.
I mean, on a normal day, we could say that it's the game. You don't want the women to know you're talking about them, so you give them names so that they don't know. It was supposed to be fun, but then these same viewers, they started reporting, they started dragging production and complaining that, oh, they're objectifying the women, they need to cancel men's conference. And that was how they destroyed such a beautiful aspect of that season, because that men's conference was beautiful. It was the first of its kind. That was the first time I was seeing a men's conference on a Big Brother show, and I enjoyed it, you know. But then these same viewers, they complain, they are sexualizing women, they're objectifying women. I'm like, why are people taking this thing so deep? And then the Bravo B one then happened, and then boom, look at where it led to, a disqualification. That means men's conference in season 3, they would have disqualified all the guys.
Exactly.
They would have disqualified all of them.
According to the fans. Exactly.
Yes,
Have your
according to
fan,
the
love
fans.
your fan. Even when they are on the wrong, you know me, I will stand for my fan. When they are wrong, I will point them out that on this one, they were wrong, but still my fan. I love Nsuku. I've been voting for her, except for this week, because my fan is up. I've been voting for her because I like the content that she's doing. In closing, I liked it when she said, if there's anyone who want to fight me, that person must remove their wig. They must remove their eyelashes, remove their makeup. They must come natural. This thing, and she hit her head. She said, this thing is not for small boys or small girls. It's natural beauty. You know, such a character, it's needed. It sounds rude, but such character is needed in the house because then it keeps us laughing. You understand? So that's all I can say. But then now we are limiting them by now they are always afraid, the housemates, because they are not sure what the outside will say about them. You see? So, but anyway, I will end there for now. Thank you, my sweet Guluva. You can now talk.
Thank you so much, sis. Thank you so much. Thanks for
Yes.
sharing. All right, we're going to speak to Mr. A, and then the last speaker for tonight is going to be Old Soul on Twitter because we're trying to round up to join the party. Hi, Mr. A. You're especially welcome.
Hello, Glory. Happy birthday or happy belated birthday.
Thank
Yeah, sorry.
you.
I'm one of the ones that actually missed your birthday. So, I actually hope you actually had fun, on the day
Yeah.
itself, And, with Latricia, oh, yes, I wouldn't mind being the sweet Guluva. Oh, my gosh.
Thank you.
Anyways, I don't know. I don't even know. Listen, I've heard what everybody's actually got to say, about this whole thing. And you see, the thing that makes me smile on this occasion, or, looking forward actually to tomorrow and next week is I just want Big Brother to keep on slashing that money. I just want it. I wanted to pepper the fans. I want you to see those fanatics. I wanted to pepper them. I want them to actually be crying. I want them to be like saying, "Oh my gosh, Big Brother is like reducing our money for Sweet Guluva." Yes, Big Brother is reducing our money for Uyanda. Yes, Big Brother is reducing our money for Nsuku. Yes, let him keep on reducing that money. You know, so people seem to actually forget that this whole Big Brother social experiment is not just for the housemates; it's also for the viewers. You need to actually how you actually going to um, um, sort of keep your emotions in check. What people don't actually understand. I mean, I really actually wish that um, vote fans do not actually, or people do, or viewers do not actually vote for this, Big Brother, whether it's Niger or South Africa, because I feel like it's actually it's poison. Because when you put money into something, you actually aggressively, follow that up and make sure that your fave is actually going to, to definitely, win that show. You're going to keep on promoting that show because you spent, some money. But when if fans are not voting, people wouldn't put too much emotions to it. And I personally feel like they would actually just watch it, for the sake of like, okay, you know what, we are not voting, we're not spending any money, so I can't put a lot of emotions into this. And I think that's what needs to actually happen, because some of these stands, I mean, you actually asking the question to that person about what do you think Sweet Guluva is, what was his role in the whole of the Jojo situation? And you see them actually running away from the question, because they know there's nothing there, because they know that Sweet Guluva is actually contributing. He's not saying no. He's not going to Big Brother to actually say, I'm being sexually molested, I'm being sexually harassed. He's not going to any housemate to actually tell them that, oh, Jojo is, sexually harassing me or sexually molesting me. He's not. So he's actually enjoying it. But these fans, they don't see that. No, they do see it. But they have an agenda. They have an agenda. They want to actually cancel out all these other housemates so that Sweet Guluva actually wins the money. But you know what? If that's going to be the case, let Biggie slash that money. That's all it is, keep on slashing that money so that, your fave would probably go home with 50, 50K, or 10K, and everybody be
Jay
happy at the end of
Passport
the day,
said it would reduce to the Uber fare that would take the person home.
Yeah, definitely,
That was
definitely.
brutal.
I'm looking forward. I'm hoping, I'm praying that Smash Africa, on Sunday says there's going to be another boiler room, situation. I'll be dancing. I'll be having fun. I'll be like, I'll be celebrating. I'll be jubilating because I know that yes, another big slash of that money is actually going to, be reduced. Or on Sunday, if Mileno is actually evicted, I hope he can now. I hope Big Brother actually tells, okay, Mileno, pass this on to another housemate, but they need to actually buy it again for 250 rand, 250,000 rands. That would be like 500K taken out again,
Hey, Mr. A, oh my God, Mr. A, you have sense. You have production. I hope people are
That'll be
hearing
like
this.
500. That'll be 500K taken. Yes.
Yes. Another
That'll be 500K taken out
250K
of the money,
Yes.
Yes.
Makes
Yes.
sense.
Let's prepare all these people, Yes, and you know what? Because the thing is, these fanatics at the moment, they're just, you just look at them and just say, where's your reasoning skills? Why not just sit down, enjoy it, watch it just for emotions? People like me, I cannot come online and actually say something like this, if I'm actually a fanatic, because I'll be like, oh my gosh, no, why are you saying this? No way. What do you mean by actually taking 250,000, rands from this? But because I'm actually not using emotions to actually watch it, I don't care. I don't care. Listen, let the pot be 10K, as James Falfros actually said, Uber money back home, hey, but people don't actually understand. Big Brother show is not about winning just the prize. You can only have one winner, yeah. But there's other things in the show, and I've mentioned this before on your platform, that people don't actually understand this. It's not about having the biggest followers, grabbing the biggest fan base or whatever. It's what you actually do on the show, and as Mara actually said, it's what you actually display on the platform. People like Tyrone, Claire, they're smart. They're doing what they need to do. They might not win that money, but guess what? They're looking at how they can sustain. They're looking at the long term and not just the short term. Because let's be honest about it, winning. Is it 1.2 million now? Okay, let's say 1.2. It might actually be reduced to probably 800K. Who knows? By next week. But winning that money, it's only for the short term. How are you actually going to sustain yourself? In the very long term. And it's actually, by building yourself, your brand, and actually working, people recognize, oh my gosh, look at the talent you've actually got. We want you to work in this production, or we want you to work on this program, or we want you to watch, work in this movies or whatever. That is where, all these things actually come out. And all these fans that are going around saying, "Oh my gosh," it's like I saw lots of comments. When Mbuzi actually came out on his Instagram post, or was it a Twitter post, that all actually fans were actually insulting him, and I'm thinking, you people, you don't actually have sense, because if you think about it, Mbuzi is actually out trying to promote himself, and he's getting gigs. But where is your faith? Why not use that same energy to actually get your faith gigs or whatever, so that she too can promote herself? Why are you not using that energy to push your faith? You're going to another person, because the person actually voted Ashley out, you're upset. Use that same energy to build your faith. Push her out there so that she can actually get gigs. Mbuzi is actually getting his gigs. Why are you trying to spoil his gig? So that's why I say some of these fanatics, they don't actually know what's actually going on. But hey, you know what? It is what it is. It is what it is.
Yeah.
But yes, I haven't
Thank
actually got much to say. But thank you so much, Glory, and do have a great, wonderful weekend. Okay.
Thank you so much, Mr. A. And listen, your idea is fantastic. It is brilliant. And listen, yeah, now that you have said it, I'm obsessed with it. I'm really hoping that that is exactly what happens, with that money. If at all, and this is if and only if Melino does not survive eviction tomorrow, he should definitely, like people that should definitely sell that ticket again for another 250k rands again. Despite the 250 that Melino already used to purchase the ticket, sell it again. Let the money keep on reducing and reducing. And whilst Mr. A was speaking, he mentioned Smash Africa. He can't wait for Smash Africa to interact with the housemates tomorrow during the live eviction show. I want to say this, and anybody that can drive this message to production and Smash Africa, they should please send this message to them because it is very crucial. If Smash Africa comes with questions tomorrow, try to portray Jojo as who Ashley and Sweet Guluva's shippers are portraying her to be already. I'm going to be so mad at production. The video I will make, I will drag them. See, I'm not even kidding. I will drag them to filth. I will. And trust me, I will. The reason I'm saying this is because this whole situation has escalated so much, and it's already destroying this girl's reputation. They've dragged this girl's family. They said a lot of things. My fear now is that the person that is involved in this whole thing, he's Sweet Guluva, who has been under the good graces of production's favoritism for the longest time. I don't want a situation where tomorrow during the live eviction show, they'll come and play another TikTok video where one influencer will come and be saying, this Jojo, why are you chasing Sweet Guluva? This Jojo, why are you doing this Jojo? And then they'll not come and be showing us nonsense tweets of people saying, and Jojo is obsessed. Jojo is doing this. Jojo is doing that. And then they will not play any single tweets or analysis or content from any creator that is actually speaking to Sweet Guluva's role in this whole situation. If production tries nonsense tomorrow, if they try nonsense, ladies and gentlemen, have you heard of this saying? We move at dawn. That's what's going to happen. We will move at dawn. Because I'm already foreseeing that this is what's going to happen tomorrow during the live eviction show. And it's going to be very distasteful if production reduces themselves to a pawn in the hands of Ashley and Sweet Guluva shippers. It's going to be disgraceful. It's going to be a shameful thing to behold. So this is a message now I am sending to production. I know that Smash Africa is not the person in charge of creating all those questions, so I'm not even going to face him at all. But I know that there are people that are coming, that they'll come and put on the question because they want to give a show. Whatever show they want to give us tomorrow, let them give us. Let it even include evicting 4 people, so that by week 8 next week, we are looking at the top 10. If they want to give us an outstanding show, let them evict 4 people. But if tomorrow Smash Africa comes and does all those things, and Jojo, why are you chasing Sweet Guluva? And Jojo, creating more room for people to slander this girl's name and her family, we ride at dawn. You heard? You're going to be hurt. We're going to ride. We will not let it slide. We will not. We will not. This is a message. This is a message. This is a warning. But however the production wants to take it like that. If I see any TikTok video dragging Jojo and speaking in favor of Sweet Guluva, it ain't going to be funny. It ain't going to be funny at all. It is not only shippers that have madness. People that also watch the show with logic, we also have madness. There's a time we put logic aside and we carry all our mad emotions and we use it to consume. Please, let that not be the case tomorrow. I beg. In fact, now I'm begging. Let that not be the case. The way Nate has been playing her game, the way Nate has been doing what she's been doing, and Smash Africa was able to come up with a very interesting way of asking her questions. If they are going to address this thing going on between Jojo and Sweet Guluva, they should use wisdom. Because if they victimize if they villainize Jojo tomorrow and then victimize Sweet Guluva, I rest my case here. Please, let's hear from Old Soul. You're welcome.
Glory, I don't know. Don't beat me up. I feel like you're reprimanding me.
But you know what's gonna happen tomorrow. You know what's gonna happen tomorrow.
Oh my gosh. I'm just hoping that tomorrow they actually do not even ask her that question. They don't
Honestly.
give Guluva any air, so to speak, because I feel like anytime they give him that space, this guy is very smart. He calculates the audience's reaction and he uses that throughout the week, right? So for me, I'm just like, they should not even bother. They should just allow Jojo and Guluva. They are both playing a game. They should just allow them play that game and then just ask the other house. Matter of fact, ask Pele a question. Let her smile and laugh as usual.
You know,
as usual. And then just like you said, evict 4 people and just call it a day. That will even be much more quote unquote groundbreaking than asking Jojo a question, because at this point it's just going to be ridiculous, like feeding more into Guluva's storyline, which to be honest, I actually don't see any, like you may disagree, but I don't see any fault in that. I don't see that favoritism. I think they're just playing towards what the audience is portraying, and which is again fair enough, because large portion of the audience are towards the shipping whatever script that they played. So you can't fault production on that, in sense of like Guluva is playing into their hands, or he's playing that role of how do I put it, the boyfriend that lost the girlfriend, but he's still pining for his girlfriend. You have this random girl who is pining for him, and it's like a whole story on the movie.
But sister, hold on. Yeah.
Go ahead.
Hold on. See, yeah, I totally agree with you, because at the end of the day, it is what is happening on the show that production must talk about. But you and I know that production has a way of starting up flames by twisting the narrative. You see that video they played about Sweet Guluva last week Sunday, the first TikTok video, that was completely unnecessary. Completely unnecessary.
I agree.
But the second one was necessary because that was what was happening in the house, right? So even though it looked like it was in favor of certain people, I can't fault that one. That was why on the video I didn't even talk about the second video. But you see that first video, it was unnecessary, right? And if we're talking about what's happening in the house, production could ask questions. And I know that there are so many things happening in the house.
There's so many things happening in that house. Oh my gosh.
But why are they not giving more attention to those things? Instead, they are trying to shove down our throats only Sweet Guluva and Ashley's storyline. In a way, that's why I have a problem. Do you understand?
Yeah. I do see your point there. I do see your point. And you're right, actually. You're right in that sense. I'm not going to buttress that. There's a lot of storyline going on. Even today had its own storyline with Tyrone. For the first time, I'm seeing Tyrone again. Like the Tyrone that showed himself the first days of the season. He showed himself again, and I'm like, finally something like, and even sympathy Claire, and I was just like, okay girl, I'm seeing you. And so like they have a lot of materials for this week. They should not bring back materials from last week, like you said, in terms of Ashley's evasion that they did last week Sunday. And I was just like, happened to prior. But anyways, because we're short on time, just this question, like in terms of for the fanatics, I would say that way, because there are some fans I know that have sense, and for now, a lot of them, I feel like a lot are, how do I put it, they are love starved for some reason, and I'm just like, is it that people don't understand what love is? How can you enter that house and you tell me that even if I am sitting close to a guy and I'm getting to know a guy 24/7, I'm in love with him? No, I am infatuated. Matter of fact, I'm lost over the guy because there's something else that I want to do to that guy. It's not love. You will not see me falling in love.
it's so comical whenever we see these fans, like, anytime I want to laugh, I always remember the MRO ship, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, that was the most ridiculous. Okay.
You remember after they dragged us and they came back and said, "Ah, Glory, you won us, so you won us." I said, "Oh no, oh no."
I know. If that is how you guys love, oh my gosh, let me point you to who I call Jesus. The finisher of our faith. He will love you the way you need to be loved, not the way you think that you should be loved, that needs to be washed, because every time everybody's sleeping on that couch. Anyways, there is no love in this so-called Big Brother show or franchise. However, you see, like, they use shipping as a strategy. After all, but I encourage it, and that's what Jojo is doing in terms of using that crush to enhance her game, and that is fine. I don't see anything wrong with it. When I crush, matter of fact, how old am I? Sorry, I should not be saying this, but I still crush on some guys, right? And in my old age,
my sister, it means you have flesh and blood running through your veins.
Girl. So when people are saying Jojo is the feminist, yes, she embellishes. That is, where I see maybe that's where the fault is in terms of what the fans are saying. She embellishes, but I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Matter of fact, if this is the competition show, a competitive show, and if as viewers we are using our logic to watch the show, we should actually be applauding Jojo and say, fine, actually doing something with a shipping content that would elevate her game. They should elevate Jojo's game and not bring it down. But for some, sad reason, how we're saying that this should kind of like emulate, right? Where we're like, I favor a lot of women in our society where, you're the God help me with this, because I even as I'm saying it out loud, I'm just like, this is the most ridiculous shit ever. Like, just enjoy it. But Jojo, she's the side chick, okay? And this side chick is coming with her bosom.
And she knows.
This guy's supposed to put that how do you put it? That boundary to say, no, my dear, Jojo switch. And say, you know what? I'm committed to Ashley. She's my more. I don't need you, Jojo. Delilah, or is it who again was the Delilah in the Bible? Oh God.
Trying to fall a grown man.
Put that boundary, girl. And then put that boundary on Jojo so that way, like, yes, people say that Guluva is giving Jojo boundaries, saying I'm a one-woman's man. It's a lie. This guy encourages her. And yes, we don't see everything 24/7, but at the end of the day, even if she may embellish, there's still truth in what Jojo says, because we watch Guluva's actions. And so it is if people are saying, yes, Guluva and Ashley, they love each other, they can do their love in the outside world, because that is where you actually need to build your relationship, not in the house. They have to restart their whole dating scene or whatever, their whole dating life on the outside, and they have to build on a healthy foundation where they actually have real boundaries, not boundaries based that are confined because of the game. Because at the end of the day, the money now Mr. A said is 800K. I should even make it less, because me, I was even happy. This one that the housemates were crying so dramatically, like, oh my God, I want to talk to my parents, 50K. Oh God, these people. It's like they wanted to die, but they were dipping into that money. I said, you guys don't know what you are doing. You're taking out of your pocket your winning money. Anyways, beyond that, I'm just saying is that I don't see Jojo is not really crossing any boundaries, because if we are trying to look at it from the lens of what Uyanda had did in the past season, or Bravo B, those were more extreme. If we are looking at it from the likes of Bunny B or Ashley, what they had said, maybe we could also say that they kind of crossed the line a bit. If we're looking at it from that lens, but Smash Africa as question. She was very outright with it. It's just a crush.
Mm-hmm.
And she's not acting on a crush. She's just being herself. It's just like when I'm crushing over a guy, sometimes I may lose my senses because I'm around the guy. Sometimes I may not know how to speak. Sometimes I may not know what to do. I may be acting like a fool. The last guy I crushed on, my friend was like, "Oh, is you still? I don't understand. How old are you again that you can't speak to a guy on the norm?" And I'm like, "Girl, don't you see how it looks?" And I was just going on and on and on and on until my senses rather came back to me, and I was like, okay, fine, let me come back to earth. So that is exactly what it is. I don't see, this is not a morals show. We have already established that this is a competition. At the end of the day, I don't personally, speaking of Mara, the previous speaker, my heart really goes out to her, and I will definitely keep on putting her in my prayers in terms of the Lord just keeping her, giving her more strength.
Yes.
But I disagree with the statement that in terms of like, yeah, you have to build your brand. No, this is not a brand building show. Just as we've established that this is not a talent show. Your name itself is a brand. That is it. Your face alone is a brand. That is it. You've already come to this show to put yourself out there. That is it. I don't need you to be showing me your makeup skills for makeup artist. No, because I may not need your services, or whatever it is that you are quote unquote selling to me may not appeal to me. But I have to remember your name so that way, in case I'm losing your whatever it is that you are portraying yourself on the show, on the type of work that you do on the show, prior to you coming to the show, I can say, oh, okay, I know this person used to do this. Oh, look for that person. Your name alone should stand out. But whatever it is that you do in the house, your personality should carry the game plan that you came with should carry you. But like some of speakers said, like Africa has no extent of what people have to go through in order for them to win this money. Economy is tough, like it's hard. Eggs are how much already now, and you are dipping into my egg money is a lie. I would fight you for that. So at the end of the thing, that Guluva is playing a fantastic game. People say it's a funny show. I disagree. Guluva is not a funny show in the house, playing a silent game similar to what Tyrone is doing. But the difference is that Tyrone is playing more for the housemates and Guluva is playing more for the viewers. And it's working very well. Look at the conversation that we're having today. It's working very well for him, and I applaud him for that. Just as I'm applauding Jojo as well, because she also needs to get to the finals. So for me, let me round up because I know we're almost done. Guluva used Ashley way around when people were showing Guluva. I said, I people watching this show. It's Guluva that is using Ashley. When they entered that ship, I already knew that Guluva was using Ashley to the fullest extent. Ashley, just based on listening to that conversation, I could that she was more into it than the guy is or was. I don't know what type of tense is there, but she was more into it than the guy. And I remember a statement that he had made when Ashley left, and Nate had when they all sat down, and Nate asked that question earlier, and he said something that really struck me, and that's how I knew that Guluva was definitely using Ashley. Was when he said that Ashley is in that house, and that's why he doesn't need to zoom out. I said, hey, now we are talking. Ashley was reporting everything that she observed in the house to Guluva, and Guluva used it to his advantage. Guluva did not stop talking to the Swiss just because Ashley told him to do so. No, he chose to do so because he already realized that, okay, Guluva, and I remember there was a conversation that they had on their bed, and Ashley had to download information about what they had said in the men's conference, and Guluva was like, he was quiet about it. He said, no, we cannot, but he wanted to know everything that Ashley was observing in that house. And you see, at the end of the day, she was the one who got evicted because as she mirrored what she was doing in a smart way, where he still engaged with the housemates and not necessarily pull himself completely away, unlike what Ashley did. And that's why it backfired. So when people are coming for Ashley, I'm like, no, please be coming for this guy, because now I'm sorry, it's this guy It's this guy that really played the game to the extent, and he's really playing it well. So kudos to Guluva. He's doing a great job. He's doing a fantastic job. Last thing is just more production. I'm not really like putting a heavy emphasis on production here. It's just more that I feel like they just need to have a proper risk management for the viewers. They need to have a rule book for the viewers if they want to elongate, have a sustainable track in terms of this. They need to have a rule book for the viewers themselves, because at this it's ridiculous in terms of they go at the whims of what the viewers say. Like this whole week, I literally had to take a break from the whole watching the show, because if I say, okay, let me go online, people were just, I'm just like guy, reason, make it. And then again, I realized that sometimes you watch shows with people who are myopic in their mindset, right? So it was just too much in terms of the accusation that they were throwing at Jojo, and I was just like, oh, they just need to have a rule book that governs the viewers, and that would let the viewers know that they are not going to take any action towards any housemate unless the housemate actually enacts on it. I know it sounds very horrible what I'm saying, and it sounds very like, oh, so until they do until they do the deed before they take an action. I mean, they have camera, they can replay their whole stuff again. If they see that the housemates are talking about it multiple times, or the housemate come to report investigation, but the housemate is not coming to report. You see them playing the game itself, themselves. They're not putting any boundaries towards any other characters in the house. So they are free to do whatever it is that they do within the confines of what it is that they need to do. And that is fair game. The only person I could say in this whole thing was Nate, that I just said she kind of played below the belt, very dirty, and because she was defaming people's character being. And that was where I was just like, okay, Nate, like as much as I'm enjoying this game, it's not something that we want to take on the outside, so that people don't quote such as when
Hello, we've lost you.
Weeks ago, a few days ago rather, and people came for our hair, and I'm just like, upon a small tweet, yes, I know that we are making money. At the end of the day, I don't think they're making them for the housemate to be deep winners. End of the day. Lastly, that just so if Guluva has a grace upon him where he has a whole fans like voting for him, that is fine. Last season, of Big Brother Nigeria, people vote somebody that not really do much. That is and that's why I said this is not a brand show, because it limits people where people are coming here to do, I'm here to talk about my business, I'm here to showcase my talent. No, your talent is all good. It will radiate itself during presentation. Other than that, after presentation, what next? What are you showing and giving me that will make me say that, okay, you are very, I won't say worthy of the money, but you are competitive enough to get that money, right? And that is all what this show should be about. But like Africa is not ready. And you're talking about wisdom. I'm going to go to the Bible here. James 1 verse 5, and I'll end with this. If any one of you lacks wisdom, ask God, and He will give it to you generously. He will give it to you freely without any wahala. So please, you fanatics, ask God for wisdom. Let Him open your mind so that way you will have sense. Like, leave glory alone. Leave everybody who does not agree with you alone. We are not all watching the show with the same lens and with the same perspective and with the same mindset and whatnot. So we all analyze things differently, just as the housemates analyze things differently. Just as I will go back again to Bonnie and Ashley, they analyzed KB's situation differently because they didn't understand it. Just because I don't understand something, that you don't then now label me as an actor. No, you have to bring me down to a level that I can understand and then empathize with you once I understand. But if I cannot understand it with you, I'm sorry, then my mind doesn't work that way for you to now then condemn me because of what exactly. So don't give this housemate labels all just because you don't get it. No, sometimes I just don't conform to whatever it is that you're thinking about. But at the end of the day, I can still reason with it. If you give me something logical to But people don't use their logic. They just go based off emotions, and that is fair. But at the end of the day, it's like grow up, think beyond the box.
Absolutely.
Anyways, I'm done ranting. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I mean,
and happy birthday! Happy birthday to you. Woo! Birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Glory. Happy birthday to you. Yeah, that's I'm not in the singing competition.
thank you.
More grace and blessings to you.
Amen. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. It's always a delight to hear from you. Thank you so much for that apt analysis. And I don't know if you're seeing the comment section on YouTube, you're really cracking up everybody whilst you were speaking. And you were so on point. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yes. And guys, this is it. This is it. I don't know. Sometimes this time difference between Nigeria and Africa, it gets me a lot because sometimes I wish we could stay here to have like an hour extra for this conversation because there's still more people that wants to speak. But then we have to close at this point so that we can join the housemates for their Saturday night party. So yes, ladies and gentlemen, thank you all so much for your time. Thank you for your presence here. Thank you for your contributions. I am grateful. Thank you so much for what else? Yeah. Your comments in the comment section, and more importantly, the birthday wishes and the prayers. I see all of them. I am grateful. Thank you all so much. It's always a pleasure, always very refreshing, having this time out with all of you. It's one of those events that makes up my weekend, and I always look forward to it. So thank you all so much. I will see you guys on another video. If anything happens tonight, anything exciting happens tonight during or after the party, trust me to bring you the gist. But if not, we will still see if anything at all will happen tonight. And then there will be a video tomorrow. All right. But yeah, this is it. Yeah. Thank you all so much. I'm going to stop talking here right now. And I'll see you guys on my next video. Enjoy the rest of your evening and have a fantastic good night. Bye.